What is up? We are live from the lake house, hanging out, and guess what? I got the bell in here. Molly's gonna be pissed because she's never sleep. She's gonna be like, I hate that bell. We got Randy from Missouri Outlaw in here. What's going on? Always can count on you. I was like, there's no one in the live stream. Then you said first again. I was like, we can always count on Randy to be here. Just waiting on you, buddy. Yeah, we just got done eating and hanging out with Ted's family here, and so. We got Logan here from IO Fishing. You caught 14. What was he fishing for? Did he mention that?
I know it was raining. He said he wasn't going out.
He was in the bathroom for 2 days and it started raining. You caught 14 what? Bluegills or bass or what were you fishing for?
Your mom's in here.
Jeremy, what's going on, buddy? So we've got Illinois, Missouri. Obviously, we're in Pennsylvania. We've got Australia in the house. Another Missouri. What's up, Mom? How's it going? How are things? Crappie and bluegills. Cool.
Awesome.
So obviously, are the crappie starting to spawn there? Are they coming up shallow? As you've seen on my live streams, I've been catching some shallow crappie lately. So this is us live from Ted's Lake House. We're literally down the street from the dock where his boat is, where the boat we were fishing from today. My dad's in here too.
Yep.
Family's hanging out. Thank you guys for coming in.
Awesome.
Make sure you guys hit that like button. I bet my dad hasn't hit the like button yet, but he'll do it now.
I don't even know if my dad ever hits the like button.
Yeah, I had to teach my grandma about it. She's like, "What?"
Yeah, I have to show him how
She's
to
like,
do
"I'm subscribed." And then when I tell people to hit the like button and subscribe, she'll hit the subscribe button and unsubscribe. She'll turn it red. And so I had to tell her, I had to show her don't hit subscribe when I say hit. She's like, but you say hit subscribe. I'm like, if you're subscribed,
you're good. You're good. Yep.
Done. He said done.
Done finally. Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate you. So. Hope you guys are doing all right. Are the dogs that are at the house, are they still bleeding all over the place and everything? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm probably not going to get into it too much, but if you look in the description for this video and on my community tab, let me go find this. Where is this video right here? There it is. It's just down a little bit in the description. I don't even like my own live stream. I'm sitting here being a hypocrite. Where's the description at? Anyway, I can't find it, but in the description for this video, it should have a GoFundMe link for my dog who is in the hospital. There it is. It is, there's a GoFundMe link under Off the Hook Outdoors link down there. So obviously pick up Ted's channel, Off the Hook, if you haven't. But he's in the hospital right now, and he's not doing great. And our other dogs have been having some issues too. And I think we're pretty dang sure that it's all from some food that we fed them, so we don't know what's going on there. All we know is we're probably going to end up having to sue the company that the food's from because we gave it to them and they're all messed up. And anyway, I won't get all into all that. But a lot of medical bills. And if you guys just want to keep us in your thoughts and prayers, we would really appreciate that. If someone wants to throw a little bit of money to the GoFundMe, the link is down below. You don't feel like you have to or anything, but felt like I would share that out. Let's see what the heck is going on. I'm trying to have the live up in the background. I got it. Okay. All right, so don't forget about Dad's channel.
My dad's in here. He said he always hits the like button.
I always hit the like button.
That's my dad there.
So
I guess he heard me.
Tyler goes fishing. What's going on, buddy?
Arch and Adventure.
Let's see. Oh, Tasha's in here. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I saw a bunch of people were live, and it is 11:15 here.
Yeah,
10:15 back Central Time. Yeah, I didn't know how many people would come in, so I appreciate you guys coming in. But yeah, basically we wanted to go live. We wanted to talk about how the day went, what we got planned for the rest of the weekend.
You mean Molly Day?
Yeah, we'll just talk about what Molly did today. She slayed it out there.
Yeah, she did
great. We want to talk about what we got planned for the rest of the weekend and just, any questions you guys might have, fishing, whatever. I guess I'll share the link in case anyone does want to come up on panel.
Mm-hmm.
We're going through StreamYard, so we can have people up here as long as the internet's good enough for all that. So there it is. Thank you, IO Fishing, for sharing links. Appreciate it. So that link I shared is if anyone wants to come up here. But basically, we start with what happened today. Me and Ted got up at 6, went out on the boat. He went out last night and did a live, if you guys hadn't seen that, kind of scouting it out, catching some. And you ended up getting a 17 and 2 19-inch smallmouth.
Yep, 3 9, 3 9, 3 8, and then a 17-inch, 2 19s and a 17-inch smallmouth.
White Shoulders, Boar Goats, and Farmstead, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate you guys with all the support lately and helping us out with that YouTube Starter Kit giveaway, for helping us out with the issue that we're having with our dog and everything like that. So appreciate you guys a lot, and just for being here. We really appreciate that support.
Awesome.
We got Marley. So two of the three dogs we have at home are still bleeding. So they have some internal bleeding or something like that. Cleveland Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dog that's at
Missouri again. Boom, boom.
The dog that's at the hospital is not doing well at all right now. If you guys haven't hit the like button, what are you doing? Thank you. We got a $10 boom, boom, boom from Randy with Missouri Outlaw. Really appreciate that. If you're fine with it, again, we'll probably, like at this time right now, we'll probably throw any of that and all of that towards the medical bills and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Really appreciate you.
Yeah, Randy's a great supporter.
I owe Randy, and I've just been busy lately running all over the country, but I owe Randy and his wife's channel a bunch of shout outs. I need to get them linked in all the YouTube Starter Kit stuff. I want to put out a community post about them and all the support they've given lately. So I know I keep saying that. Don't think that I'm saying it just to say it, guys. I will get that done, but it's probably going to be at the end of next week when I finally get back, because I'm going to be Pennsylvania all weekend. Then we're going to be driving. We're going to Indiana to do some fishing somewhere, and then we'll finally get back. And so we'll definitely get you guys shouted out. And I know you're not just doing it for the shout outs. I know you're doing it because you're truly great supporters and great people and you care. And so we really, really appreciate that. Arkansas, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. But as I was saying, we got up at 6 this morning after he went out and scouted it and found out where they were hitting, what they were hitting on.
Fish layer.
And so they were hitting on.
They were hitting on the Sanko, black and blue flake stick bait, 5-inch stick bait, and I was throwing the wacky style with an O-ring on it. That's one of my go-to baits, and up here it works really well. So we started out this morning with it on, and we did pretty well today.
Yeah, and so that's what you're catching him on yesterday. And if you guys see that live on his channel from yesterday, he caught those 3 really nice fish.
Yeah,
and we were fishing some of the same places today.
Mm-hmm.
You were fishing there.
Yep.
Fish later, freshwater. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Sunfish King is with off the hook now. Yeah, man, we're just gonna blend our channels together.
Yeah.
Call it Sunfish Hook or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, Fish later.
Sun Hook Outdoors.
Oh my gosh, can we get rid of Carfin's comment there?
What's it say? Yes,
We're
for sure. Yeah.
All right, Jeremy. I've been missing you.
I figured he would say something like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
We know you're busy and we're not doing it for shout outs. Like I said, he said shootouts. Really appreciate you guys. You guys are great people. So bless you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So yeah, we started out this morning with the same thing with the, I can actually show you what we're using. I'll probably poke the ceiling.
That's all right.
The rod's so big. But this is actually Ted's son Theo's rod that Ted's let me use this morning and today. And so it's just what do you say, like $60-something combo, $70 combo, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's the Lose Carbon Fire Speed Stick. What is it? 6.6 medium, something like that. And so it's got, what is this hook here?
That is the Vector 1/0 wacky style hook.
Yeah, Vector 1/0. And this is a solid hook right there. And Ted's got Vector links and stuff like that in his video descriptions and stuff. And so this, I know it's hard to see. Try to hold it near the camera. I was holding it near my computer screen, like that would make it closer.
Yeah.
But I know that's hard to see. But
I'll take it off of here real quick and I'll show it.
You can. It's like the light's not great on it, but it's a black. It just looks black.
Let me put it right there. Yeah. It's a little better.
It's a black with blue flake, and so we're doing wacky style. And so if you use a O-ring like that, some of you know, some of you may not know. Obviously, it's not going to put the hook through the bait, so it doesn't get torn up nearly as easy. Like this will last, depending on how hard the fish is hitting it and whether the fish is jumping all over the place or not. It'll last several fish before you need a new bait. Whereas sometimes two fish and it's done.
Yeah, that you definitely save the baits. And
so look at that action on there.
Let me show them this real quick again. So what happens is when a fish hits this will go up and slide up the line, and your hook is in the fish and your bait is up on the line. Yeah. So a lot of our fish that we caught today, that's exactly what happened. It doesn't happen all the time. Some people buy O-rings and they're a little bigger. I buy the O-rings that are a little smaller so it's tight on the bait. Yeah. So it can stay on like this. If that's loose, your bait will just slide out and you'll lose the bait every time. So I just found that to be a little more cost efficient, and you save your bait and catch some, keeps it out of the way of the fish once you hook it. So your bait's not in the way, in the mouth of the fish with the hook.
Right.
And they don't spit the bait quite as often as if the bait was in their
So
mouth.
multiple reasons to
Yeah.
use that. And so the way we were honestly just throwing this, toss it out. Usually we were fishing near points. We were fishing along points,
Some rock.
near some like rocky areas and stuff like that where there'd be a little bit of a ledge.
Mhm.
It seems like they're coming up shallow. And so we let it sink, pretty much hit the bottom. Sometimes leave it there for a second. And we just kind of pop that rod tip up real quick, maybe a couple quick pops to get that action. And then it slowly sinks again. Obviously, if you've never fished this, you're kind of slowly reeling in slack as it's going towards the bottom to keep that line just tight enough to feel if you get a bite. But you're not doing it to move the bait at all. You're just doing it enough to reel that to keep it pretty much slack, which with a windy day like today is kind of difficult. But you'll feel sometimes a couple little taps as a fish is trying to eat it, or if a fish is like sitting on a bed or whatever, getting ready to sit on a bed, they'll be in a mood where they're trying to defend. So, I mean, Molly was getting just big fish that would just crush it, just smack it. And they weren't probably trying to eat it. They were probably trying to attack whatever it was, thinking it was a little fish or something, near their beds, near their nesting area.
With Jeremy, you got
Jeremy Albritton, Fishing Around Chicago with Bill, Fish Ranch House. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I appreciate that. We got Funky Junkie in the house. What's going on? Jeremy said, "What's all this now?" Well, we fished all day and had a good time, and now we're just hanging out and chatting with you guys. And so I'll share the link again. No one has to come up here. We can just sit here and chat. But the goal is to talk. I'll share the link if someone does want to come up. What up, Wrangler?
What's up,
Appreciate
Wrangler?
you coming in, buddy. He's a great supporter. So I will. I guess we will. I should say talk about what we're talking about right now. How the day went. We're going to talk about what's coming up for the rest of the weekend, and then just fishing and stuff in general. What's going on with our channels, and if you guys want to talk about anything else, that's cool too, as long as it's somewhat fishing or outdoors or just whatever related.
Yep.
So yeah, this morning, me and Ted both caught some decent ones. I caught a largemouth, and we each caught some smallmouth, which was awesome. Molly, where's the star of the show, Molly? She is crashed right now. She's in bed. She said her shoulder was hurt from hook setting so many big fish. She's in there sleep. We have a great relationship, but she goes to bed at like 9:30, and I don't sleep. So I try to make myself go to bed when she does when we're together most of the time. But she told me, she's like, I know you're out here hanging out with Off the Hook, and you guys, you can see each other for 3 days, whatever. And so she's like, just hang out with him, do your thing. So that'll be fun.
That was cool.
So I'm going fishing tomorrow with a bunch of friends. This is Fishing Junk, and we're going to raise some hell and have a good time.
Awesome.
Sounds good, Fishing Junk. You guys going for bass or just whatever bites? Kelly Outdoors can't stay. Well, thank you for coming in. Make sure to smack that like button before you leave. And then Fish Ranch House is going fishing tomorrow.
Cool.
I'm not sure why there's an LOL on there.
I'm going for some more laugh out loud.
I don't know. But yeah, good luck, man. What are you fishing for? I know him and his friends have been catching some nice perch and stuff like that lately, so that's cool. Yeah, I think he's in New York. I think he's up in New York. So I'm a lot closer to you right now, Fish Ranch, than I am back in Missouri.
If you don't mind me saying something, I just wanted to say that I was so impressed with Molly and her fishing skills today. She did unbelievable. She was on the fish all day, and I don't know if it's just her touch or what she was doing with the bait, but she was definitely the star of the show today. She knows how to fish, and I have all the respect for her. If I was picking somebody to tournament fish with today, I would have picked Molly.
Yeah,
I mean, she did great today. She was on the fish. She was a trooper. She was out there fishing with us the whole time. We did have some issues this morning with some weather. We were out there, and then around 11:30, it started raining, and it was really windy pretty much all day. But she stuck it out with us, and then we decided to come in, get something to eat, rest up a little bit, and then get back out there when we knew the rain was going to stop. And once that happened, we got back out there, and we got right back on the fish. So we caught probably over 30-some fish today. So it was a great day today. Easy.
It was good.
And we had a lot of chunks.
And then most of the day, good chunk of the day, Ted wasn't even fishing, which is awesome. He was just sitting there and letting us get on the fish. And so we appreciate that. So it's not three people running around, tangling in each other, everything while we're trying to run a live. When we're not going live, it'll be the two of us, three of us. Ted's kids are here. So, maybe his daughter, whatever. We can get about 4 people in the boat at a time. And when we're not going live, all of us can be fishing if we need to. But when we're doing a live, if we need to take turns with one person fishing, one person running the live, we'll do that for you guys so that we're not just fishing and not paying attention.
It makes some sense, so it ain't all crazy, and you guys gotta know what's going on,
But yeah, and I just want to say thanks to you for being a great host, man. Molly's having a great time out here, and I'm glad she is.
It's no problem. I'm glad you guys came up.
that's basically the summary of the day. Is went out by just me and Ted went out in the morning, caught some nice fish. It was great, and got some video footage. I was screwing around with the looping mode on the GoPro, and I'll probably talk about that either tonight if someone wants to, or maybe a little more in another live. But I got that figured out, which is great. So maybe I'll make a short video on it. I don't know. But I got it figured out, and it's going to save me a ton of time to where I'm not editing an entire 10-hour day of filming. I'm just editing a few 20-minute clips, where most of them have fish in them. And so that being said, we got some weather, like Ted said, and then we went out with Molly. Well, we went out with Molly, got the bad weather, took a break, had some pizza, went back out there, and she hammered them. She caught 4 amazing smallmouth today. She caught like a 3-pound average, about 12 pounds worth of smallmouth, and just 4 fish. And then she caught a decent, chunky little largemouth bass as well. And I caught some decent fish today, but it would have been, anyone would look at what I caught today and what Ted caught today and said, "Oh, that's a pretty good day." But when you look at what Molly caught, she blew us out of the water. She caught the nicest fish of the day for sure. Big fish today was kind of like your big one yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was 3.8, 3.9,
18, 19. Yep. 3.8, 3.9. So he might have been one of the same fish he caught yesterday.
They're beautiful fish up here too, guys.
See the I'm gonna share a picture.
You're gonna share? Show them.
Let me catch up in the chat, and then I'm gonna share a picture
here too.
Yeah, appreciate you coming in, Randall. I don't know if I said what's up. We kind of got distracted talking about the story. And then PA Trapping and Outdoors, thank you for being here. We're actually fishing here in Pennsylvania right now, or this weekend. Fishing Junk, we're fishing a special spot, him and his friends. It's a pond that's backed up to a bayou. We're going to be throwing baits for gator gar, fishing the pond for bass, plenty of sunfish in there too. Okay, so a little bit of everything.
Yep.
I have info for Chicagoland area fishermen, September 18th. Free fishing derby at Buswoods, Boosie Woods, all ages. That's awesome. If cool. Anyone's anywhere around there, September 18th, free fishing derby. So I don't know if is that for everybody or is that for kids or whatever. Oh yeah, all ages. I'm telling you, it says it right there. So all ages. Appreciate that, Bill. Maybe somebody from here is from the area. I know we have some Illinois people in the house and stuff like that, so I don't know if that'll help anybody out. You two have good things going for your channel, so I appreciate that, Jeremy. Thanks. We're trying to. We've been having a good time lately and doing some fun stuff, and Ted's been doing stuff with his family. Me and Molly have been doing stuff together. We finally got together for a collab like we tried to last year, and we've been blessed with a lot of things and a lot of nice people. So we're trying to give back with this YouTube starter kit giveaway and our other giveaways and supporting people and stuff like that as well.
Thanks to our sponsors too for giving so much to it, because we couldn't have done it without you. So big shout out to the sponsors.
Exactly. Big shout out to all the sponsors for the YouTube starter kit giveaway. Big shout out to all the people who've come in and thrown us a little bit of money for shipping for our giveaways and stuff like that. We really appreciate it. Cool. Good to hear. Everybody sounds like they're doing all right. So it's June 18th. Free fishing derby. Okay, so it's even sooner. I thought I said September. So June 18th. All right. What did you say?
No, I said Carpenter gave you a comment right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just
did you?
about.
Okay,
the two good things going for our channel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share a couple pictures with you guys real quick. I don't wanna... Okay, that's about as far as I want to go down. So yeah, I can just scroll through them, I guess. If I click it, does it bring up in a new tab? No, it should be good. So I should be able to just do it that way. All right, I'm going to share the screen and just show you guys. I mean, this is pretty much giving away a lot of what happened today, but
it's okay.
That's fine. We got 9 people in here.
We're doing a lot of live streaming too. It just works out good. We are cutting videos as we're doing it. We're taking footage, so we're going to make up some videos here coming up soon. So keep an eye out for that. But most of our stuff this weekend is going to be on lives. Yeah,
we're going to talk about all that stuff that's coming up with the channel. Let me share these pictures real quick. So share Google Photos. I think you guys are seeing the same screen I am. And so I just want to make sure when I click a photo, it actually comes up. Yeah. Awesome. So, I mean, we can probably we'll get rid of our faces here for a second to show these full screen.
Yep.
So there's Molly with the nicest Molly of the day. That was the 3.8, 3.9. It has to be.
Those are beautiful.
And as you can see, beautiful colors on that fish. And that's off that point, which is where we caught most of the big fish today. We caught some in other places, but most of the big fish were off that point. So we'll be hitting that point hard this weekend. And we got some other places we'll go and fish. There's a little canal type thing that comes off and some bridges and stuff that we'll go throw at maybe. And we're going to take at least Ted's daughter, maybe both of Ted's kids out at some point on the water at least fishing from the bank for panfish. But we got a lot of awesome stuff planned, and we'll get into that a little more in a second.
Yep.
But there's just a bunch more pictures of Molly, who was, like Ted said, star of the show. Absolute hammer today out there killing.
Look how beautiful that fish is.
It's a gorgeous smallmouth. Gorgeous. This has no filters on it. This has nothing. It's just the picture. Just my crappy phone. Finally taught her how to long arm. To make this fish was 3.5, 4 pounds, and this makes it look like a 5, 6 pounder.
Yep.
So she's got it down right there, and she's rocking the Sunfish King hat out there. So that is the Sunfish Queen. But unlike me, she doesn't just catch sunfish and dinks. She actually catches good fish.
Yeah, look at that.
My big fish of the day was like 213, and so she caught a 3.8, 3.9. So she was just hammering it. And she caught a 3.3 also. So she got 2 fish bigger than my big fish of the day.
They were all healthy fish. I mean, look at the size of the tail back there. Like you can see the tail's real thick, the real football body on it. They're really healthy up here. So it's nice to see that. Even the small ones we caught were chunks. You know what I mean?
And there's Ted. This was in a live. If you weren't in our live stream, Ted's holding the tripod. I think we did a pretty good job with the live of not only keeping the action good and catching fish, but also making sure we stayed up with the chat. And Ted or me or whoever was talking to the camera at the time would be moving it around and trying to see all the action and everything, but also responding to comments. And so that was cool. We had a couple super chats on my channel on there. We went live from both people's channels technically twice from mine.
Yeah, because I ruined this. I ruined the live stream. That was my bad. I hit the wrong button because I don't have an Android. So I hit the wrong button, and we lasted 10 minutes, and then King started it over again. So I apologize for that.
I don't know if that was the 3.3 or the 2.5.
I think that might have been the 2.5.
Yeah, so that was another nice one. She got darker. As you can see, there's a lot of variation in color on those. And if you can't see too well, but look at the water in the background of her hair. There's definitely some wind going on out there. Yeah. And if you look at Ted's collar there, that's the microphone, the DJI mic that we were using, and those things are a game changer. I mean, if I tried to stream out there, or probably even him, just from our phone, we wouldn't have had many people in there at all because we would have been catching fish, but the wind was just
you wouldn't have been able to hear anything.
You couldn't hear what we were saying, and those mics are amazing. They're great mics. So here's me with a decent chunk right there. I don't know if that was the 213 or a little bit smaller one. I'm not sure. I think that was a little smaller one.
I think that's the smaller one. Yep.
But 2.1. That was the 2.1.
It was the 2.1 or what was it? That was bouncing from 2.122. So
yeah, something like that. And so as like the other two had all these markings on them were more gold. Obviously the sun is at my back. This one's more of a brown color, more of a solid color of bronze. So that's a nice one right there. Rocking the new Sunfish King shirt. Another smaller one right there. So we were just... They're
small, but their bodies are really...
I don't think I weighed that one, but it was around a pound or so.
Yeah.
Another picture of that one right there. A good-looking fish. This one's even darker, and it's got the vertical bars on it, kind of like that. So I'm just going to show you guys just a few more pictures of this, but I'm not sure if that was the biggest one. Maybe.
That was a chunk.
That was definitely a chunky one right there.
It looks like something took a bite out of the side, too.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that would be. He's got a little
like a snapping turtle or something took it out.
Yeah, Ted said there's monster snapping.
Yeah, there is.
There, so this is the thumbnail of this very video right here. Me and Off the Hook out there. That was my guide for the day. So I really appreciate you, bud.
No problem.
I know we're both super excited to finally get together for some fishing, and we got plenty more planned for tomorrow and Sunday.
Yep.
Molly with the nicest largie of the day. So Ted, you can tell them you used to basically just fish.
I used to just fish for largemouth up here. I wasn't really a smallmouth fisherman, and then since I started a YouTube channel, I'm like, well, I'm not catching largemouth today, so how am I going to do content? So I started going after the smallmouth on the lake and start researching and doing my homework, and I start finding them, and now I can get on them pretty well out here. So I wanted to get King on them because you said you haven't caught a smallmouth, like a lot of smallmouth. So I wanted to get you guys on smallmouth. And as we're fishing, there's largemouth in here, but we didn't target largemouth today, and we still caught a few of them. So all in all, it was a great day, though, guys.
It really was.
It really was.
Yeah, it really was. And we caught three largies all day.
Yep.
And that was the biggest one. They weren't that big, and we consistently caught nice smallmouth.
Yeah, chunks of smallmouth
all day long. Yep. So I mean, we had a little variety, but it was mostly big, giant smallmouth.
Yep.
But Molly, as you can tell, that's a genuine smile on her face. She's having a great time. So I'm really glad that I can bring her out here and she's having a good time. She doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just going there because King wants to.
She's part of the family.
She was the action today.
Yeah,
so
she's part of the family too. She's stuck in there. She could fish with anybody.
Yeah, so as you can tell by the GoPro and Ted doing the live, if you guys didn't see the live stream, go check some replays. Good live streams on both of our channels, but I'd say the best fish are going to be Ted's live from last night and my actual live from today, not the 10-minute one.
Yeah.
We had a little audio issue.
That's when Molly put it on fire.
There. But yeah, Molly caught 4 nice ones in that. I caught a few in that. It was a good stream. I think we started and ended that one with a good fish.
Yes.
Molly caught big fish before we even started. Then I caught one right when we started.
Yep.
Right before we ended, I caught that was the 213.
213.
Big one.
And you had one that spit the hook there. It was at least a 4-pounder.
Yeah, we had some monsters hit today too that we just couldn't hook up with everyone.
I mean, if you tell everybody in the chat too, like we missed a lot of fish today too. So I mean, like getting hits and like hooking them and they got off. There was a few of them that did that. That's because they were in the weeds and stuff like that. They might not have got a good bite on the bait. Mm-hmm. So we missed a few today. So we could have even caught more, and who knows how big they were. You know what I mean? So because you never can tell.
That's fishing. You're never going to hook up with every single fish that bites.
Yep. But we just had a blast out there doing it, and I can't wait to do it all over for the next 2 days.
Yep. And then there's the king and the queen. I'm not trying to show every single picture there, but as you can see, it's just she caught a lot of nice ones today. That one's dark.
Yeah,
that's a dark one. You can barely see the markings on it all, just dark. You just see that variety in the fish. And so we had a healthy mixture out there. This is the smallest fish of the day. We caught everything from these little dinks. Of course, I caught that, and Molly caught the big hammers. And Ted got on some nice fish as well while he was out there. I mean, that's a good fish right there. I don't remember what that weighed. I don't know if you did.
I don't even think I weighed it.
Yeah,
or did I weigh it?
I don't remember.
It might have only been like a pound or two. I mean, I think it was 2 something.
It looks like it's 2.
Like 2-3, I think that's
a good fish right there. We all got on some good fish. Ted's got the long arm.
Oh yeah, you got to have the trickery in there.
Dude, I'm telling you guys all day. So
yeah.
Molly caught quite a few. I mean, I think I remember her catching 4, but looking through these pictures, she might have caught 5, and we didn't remember it. But yeah, there's quite a few pictures of her there. I know she caught 5, at least 5, including that largemouth. Mm-hmm. And then I caught a small largemouth this morning, and then I think this was my first fish of the day after losing a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a pretty fish too.
Ted caught some nice fish this morning as well. And that's another really nice one with those markings on there. So. That was today, and then we started at sunrise with a nice sunrise, and then if you guys saw the live stream that we nicknamed Sunsets and Smallies, which was the last one of the day.
Yeah, look out for that live tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah,
cold and sunset.
Fished all the way until sunset.
Yeah.
So that's those photos. I will go ahead and stop sharing that and get back.
Small waters in here.
We'll catch up on the chat. And then we're going to talk a little more about what we got coming up going forward. I'll share the link one more time in case anybody wants to come up here. I'm not trying to pressure anyone to. We're fine just being the 2 of us. We just want to extend the offer just in case.
Yep.
Hope you're feeling better soon, Jeremy. I'll be good once this devil flu passes. He's got a bad flu.
I had that last week, real bad.
Yeah, not good.
Always Tam.
Tam, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that.
A little dusty.
Junk wants to throw a for fun tournament. Probably no prizes. I'm trying to get it set up. Little Dusty, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. He's in a Discord server that I'm in. It's a bunch of really positive people in there. They do some Bible study and stuff like that. And there are a lot of people who have YouTube channels. Not everybody does, but
thanks for coming in.
Cool people on there for sure. So I do appreciate you coming. Dusty's a cool dude. I just recently met him on that Discord server, but we met through a mutual YouTuber, that Tribulation Kids who came in earlier.
Yes. Yep.
So yeah. Yep. Good guy.
White Shoulders is leaving.
Later, White Shoulders probably gone by now, but I appreciate you being in here. I'm guessing the water that bass came from was very clean with a slight tan to the water. That's similar to what it was.
Yeah, it was like coffee. It was like tea stain color.
You said sometimes it gets pretty clear.
Sometimes it's clear and you could see the beds and things and the rocks. Today we couldn't see it, but there was a lot of wind and chop on the water, which stirred it up.
A little bit of rain probably did that. And I don't know if you guys have had rain in the last week, but it almost looks like you've had a little bit. So.
Yeah, we had it yesterday morning and stuff like that, so it's been raining there pretty good.
I have questions for your guest. Have you ever fished with live crawdads? I'm guessing he's asking you since we're on my channel.
Yeah, I've fished with live crawfish before. I've caught fish on them. I prefer using lures, fake baits and stuff like that. So, but I do use live bait a lot with my kids and stuff like that. And there's times where I just want to take a break from throwing a lure and I'll throw something live like a live minnow or crawfish on it.
Yep. So we have artificial crawls for sure, and we've got red worms and wax worms in there. And then did you say we'd be fishing live or cut bluegill probably for the bowfin?
For the bowfin, we'll probably catch some bluegill and we'll have to cut them and cut
fish,
like a cut bait type
like
deal.
Heads or
they prefer their heads for some reason before the tail. So we'll probably go.
I don't really use the tail, but maybe a chunk of the body and the head.
Go for the body and the head. I don't know what it is with
down
the head.
In the spillway, you never know. There might be.
There's musky in there too.
Musky, and you might have catfish in there, so you never know
who knows what's in there. Whatever goes over to the lake
we'll fish
down in there is in there.
I think the plan tomorrow, I guess we can get into a little more of what we're going to be doing. We'll catch up in the chat. We know we're a little behind. We'll definitely get caught up. But I'm thinking tomorrow, first off, we're going to get up in the morning, me, Ted, and his daughter, if she'll wake up. Sounds like she's pretty excited to do it. And go out for more bass. And I don't think we're going to go live because it's like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't get anyone in there. But I'll have the GoPro. He might have his GoPro. We'll definitely record some content. That'll be awesome. And we'll share all that with you guys and pictures and stuff like that later on. So that'll be fun. And then do you want to talk about the rendezvous?
Yeah, we're going to go up to Freezer Bound's rendezvous. He does it every year. I think he started I think it's his second year. And we're going up there to meet some YouTube content creators. And there's going to probably be around 20 or 25 people up there. So it's going to be pretty exciting that Sunfish King and Mochi are here, that we get to go up together and meet everybody together. So it's going to be really fun. They're going to have some activities up there. They're doing like a 1-hour fishing challenge. I don't know if you're fishing in that or not.
I'm going to try to.
I may do it. I know my daughter's going to want to do it.
Worms up there, and then I was going to bring, maybe the black and blue.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it's been killing it. Why not?
Why not?
So some wacky rigs.
Definitely do that. And then I'm going to take my crossbow up because I'm going to try to do like a 100-yard challenge with my crossbow. And we're going to stick up there for a couple hours, meet the people, talk. And then we're probably going to come back because we want to fish. So we're going to come back and we're going to do another evening. We may do pan fishing or bow fishing.
What I'd like to do, it really depends what time we get back. And so we want to go up there for a couple hours, like meet some people, shoot the breeze, do that fishing challenge, hang out with people. I've got some stickers to hand out to people and everything like that. I'm going to give some stuff, out to people and just hang out and meet some people. I'm going to have GoPro with me and my phone. I might even take a couple little clips of look, we got Mark J. Larson here. We got Dark 30 here, like all the cool people up there and stuff like that. But we want to try to maybe eat lunch and then get out of there so that we can get back here. As much as we're going to want to stay, obviously,
yes.
We want to get back here because we only have a certain amount of time to fish. And I want to get on. And we might do, again, to answer your question, what time is the live tomorrow? I'm probably going to go live for 30 minutes to an hour out there and just say what's up to everybody and
it's live from your channel.
Go live from my channel. So stay tuned for that. It'll be probably around 11 or noon. We might go live during the fishing challenge.
And if I don't fish the fishing challenge, if you're fishing the fishing challenge, if you go live on your channel, I'll just stay in there and read the chat and everything.
Yeah, you or Molly can follow me around. Hobbs is waving down there, so we'll let Hobbs on here.
Okay.
I didn't see you there, Hobbs. He's over there. He's over there waving his hands and going crazy.
There he is.
Oh, no, I was talking off the camera. It was too cloudy.
I looked down. I saw it looked like you were waving your hands going nuts down there. How much sugar have you consumed, Hobbs?
He's pretty still. We got the jitters.
I don't know what that was, man.
Well, I shouldn't say nothing. I'm drinking a caffeine drink at 11 o'clock.
I'll grab a bang real quick.
So, we might go live from that. Then when we get back, what I want to do, depending on enough time, I want to go fishing with Ted's kids, and whoever else wants to fish, and go for panfish. So throw in live worms. You got wax worms, I think.
Red worms, night crawlers, and wax worms.
Yeah, and then I've got crappie jigs and stuff too. And there's perch in there. There's bluegill in there.
Crappie.
There's crappie in there. There's rock bass in there. Maybe, who knows what else? Maybe a bass might bite on that. Yeah. You don't know what might bite on that.
There's all different kinds of fish in there. So I hope you catch a perch.
I want to catch a perch because I've never caught one because we don't have them in Missouri. So that's one of my goals up here. And then I would love to go. He has a spillway. We're going to go down, like I was talking with Bill about. We're going to bring probably red worms, night crawlers, and we're going to. I guess when we catch some of the bluegill, we should keep them
cut bait,
when we're doing the pan fishing.
And go after the bowfin.
And we'll cut their heads off and cut some of their body off and do cut bait for bowfin down there.
Yep.
And I can probably use my topwater rods that have the braid on them or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you have a rod you want to use, whatever.
I got Molly's tuna her rod.
Tuna rod.
And we can also, too, if we don't have like a lot of rods for everybody, we can just take turns and go for the bowfin. Stick it out there and wait until it comes in and just.
I definitely have at least enough for me and Molly to each.
Yeah, and then I got a couple rods in there.
And then me and Molly each. I don't know what the rule is in PA. You can use 2 rods at once.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So yeah, we'll be using worms and cut bait in a spillway. It's a spillway. You have no idea.
It's fairly small too.
So it's like carp on the worms. You catch catfish, musky, bowfin, bass, even sometimes.
I don't even know. There's probably perch in there too. Everything that goes over that spillway is in there.
Yep.
So it'll be a fun time.
Yeah, like John said, it'll be fun times.
Yep.
And then I think we're gonna do a little bit of musky fishing when we get back.
Yeah,
we'll see if we get bored. If they don't seem like they're active at all, what I really would like to do, I don't know if we'll have enough time after all that, but if we can like limit it to like an hour doing pan fishing, maybe an hour and a half bow fishing, an hour or so of musky fishing, and I would like to finish the day and do sunset and smallies.
Yeah,
we're just chasing smallies again at sunset. I think that'd be a good time, and I know if we bring Molly out there, we're gonna get on them. At least she.
Yeah. Yep.
What's up, Bob?
The smallies are fun.
Yeah. Did you see the pictures that I was just showing? Did you see the pictures I was just showing to everybody?
I was.
Let me show you just one of them. Let me show you just one of them real quick.
Yeah, my dad went out with me the other day. He caught a 6-pound, 4-ounce smallmouth. It was huge.
That's nice. That's a nice size fish here.
Yeah, it fought.
So this one right here.
Dang, y'all caught a lot.
We caught a ton, but Molly's big fish.
Holy cow!
Look at this.
What are y'all on?
Sunfish Queen is a hammer. Look at that fish.
What is that? 4 pounds?
It actually was just under, like 3.9.
Oh wow!
But she got good at long arming, so I keep telling her to do it. So this is the fish not long armed, 3.9, and then she makes it look like a 5-pounder right there.
Yep.
So
I can't get over how nice that fish is.
They're beautiful fish, and that's a nice one. That fish fought.
Were y'all fishing wacky rigs?
Yeah, I was just showing everyone this too. But so Molly actually all day was fishing
Texas style,
the Texas
weightless
rig.
Texas
rig. Weightless, weedless Texas rig.
That's what I've been fishing, catching a bunch of largemouth on an old hickory.
I was fishing wacky style with the O-ring, a little tight O-ring on there, and it's just literally black with blue flake Gary Yamamoto Senkos all day. We tried.
I've been catching them on the bubblegum colored.
Okay.
The pink one.
Bright pink.
You
see the bass? People now are using all those natural colors and stuff. It's giving us something different to look at, and they're biting that instead.
Have you ever tried?
I've gone in behind people, and they've caught maybe 1 or 2 fish, and I catch 7.
Yeah. That's kind of how we were today. We saw people fishing. He saw people fishing yesterday.
Yeah.
And we see people fish in the same spot that we go in. So there's a guy fishing from the bank when we got to a certain point near a canal. We didn't see him catch anything.
Yeah.
And then we get there,
and we catch
it. And I lose a big fish, and then Molly gets a nice fish, and I hit another one. And so it's like some people, I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what they were fishing for per se.
You just got to switch it up sometimes, like the normal, like people were throwing the normal colors, like he's talking about, and sometimes it's just like throwing a bubblegum color because nobody throws it, or like a purple or something that nobody throws it, and that just turns to fish on.
Yeah, and that's why Ted went out basically pre-fishing like it was a tournament or something yesterday, and he found out the black with blue flake is what they were hitting. And we tried this morning. We did a little more of that pre-fishing because we wanted to make sure they were still biting that, so Molly would go out there and get on them without having to figure out what, like we did the hard part. They weren't biting the spinner baits. They weren't biting
spinner baits.
They wouldn't bite spinner baits. They weren't biting topwater. They weren't biting even Ted's Senkos, which were the same color.
Same color. They weren't biting them.
They might have sank a little quicker.
It's just different. Yeah, the formula of the Senko and mine are not the same. I'm trying to get the formula to make them like that, but it's so hard to match whatever they're doing. But it's just something in there.
You get hired at Gary Yamamoto.
The Yamamoto is something special.
Yeah, and so once we found out what worked, we're like, we're just going to keep throwing these. And I'm glad we did. People would come in and say, you should throw a jerk bait. You should throw one of these. And we're always like, thanks for the advice. Maybe we'll do that. Mm-hmm. But when we found a bait that worked and we were sticking with it, and I'm glad we did, because then Molly would catch a tank, right?
Yeah, and if we would have switched something up, you might not have caught that.
Never caught that. So
what you
something's working for you, it's really hard to change.
Your dad said you got to get some sleep tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be good.
I don't know what Chicago means by nice mug.
Guys need to get up in that grass that's above the water. and just put the boat right in the middle of it and throw a black blade booyah spinnerbait, 1/2 ounce Colorado blade.
In the grass?
Just crank it right through there. I've caught so many 5 and 6 pound bass.
Well, the thing is, I don't think they're up in there right now because we went there. We went where there was
The
all
grass
that
isn't up
topwater
yet, but
vegetation. We went where
They
there
weren't
was
in
all
there,
the moss. We threw
the first week
topwater
of
in
June,
there.
Threw
that grass starts
frogs.
to grow, and you pitch that up in there, and you at night only. You right at sunset and into the dark.
Yeah.
I fish at like 2 a.m. in the dark, and that's what I use.
Right.
Yeah.
If
See, I don't
do
fish
that, I need
much
some
in
type
the
of light or something
Yeah.
because I can't record at night doing that.
I mean,
we still
I
catch
caught-
the fish and it's fun.
I caught my PB. It was like a 7 pound fish on that at 8:30 ish. Sun had just gone down, and I threw that black spinnerbait out there, and I just like third cast caught it. It makes it so mad.
Mom, I don't know if you're in here, but no, Molly's been asleep for. Well, she's at least in bed. We're
Yeah.
probably keeping her up by screaming, but.
You hitting that bell when people do it, she's probably loving it.
I'm way behind in the chat. I'm gonna have to skip some of your guys' stuff. What up, Carl? I saw Carl was in here.
Great job, too, for small water.
Bill said a new video drops tomorrow,
Thanks.
so stay tuned for that. No, Bill, I think he uses mostly, if not all, live bait. You know,
Yeah, he's right about that right there, what he just said.
This,
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
The feeling you have right now, Ted, is what I get to feel all the time. It's great making others memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really appreciate Ted doing it. I've done that with people I know, and I've done that like with my friends and stuff who just want to fish. And I've done that with younger kids. I
Yeah.
go out to the lake sometimes, and there'll be a parent sitting there in a chair smoking cigarettes on their phone. They don't care.
They
what
don't
their
care.
kids
They're
do.
letting them do
They're just
whatever.
letting their kid run around. Kid's not catching anything. Kid's getting tangled up. Kid is trying to fish with a bait caster or something and just lines all over the place, not having a good time. So I'll go over there and I'll tell the kid,
Yep.
you should do this. Give them some advice.
Yep, and it
show
makes
them
their
some
day.
stuff.
Yeah.
Just literally basically help them catch some fish.
Yep.
And I remember doing it with one kid, and he was out. I don't know if it was his mom, grandma, what it was, but he was there with an adult figure, and I got him on a fish, and he ran over. I mean, it was a bluegill, so it's not that big of a deal. He's dragging the fish on the ground. He's all
Happy.
but he's like, I caught a fish. And he was
awesome.
happy, and after that, I watched him catch a few more, and so it was really cool.
These are this black.
I
blades.
really enjoyed the day today. Yeah, that's a good color. A good night blade.
Yeah, I made this
Thumper.
one, but
Yeah,
I usually
thumper
buy
blade.
them. But I thought that maybe if you add some flash to it, I took some clear glitter paint and put black paint over the blade. It was a silver.
Yeah,
blade.
that's like a midnight. They call it midnight, so you throw that at night.
We called it the
thing
midnight
is-
runner.
Yeah, midnight runner. Yeah. Now the thing is, with up here now, our water temperature is not warm enough yet for them to get too active. It's still in like 70. I'm going to say today it cooled
Ours
down
is
because of the
78.
rain, but ours is 72 degrees here. I
you're
think the
just getting
warmest
out
it
of
got
this
is
one.
74. So
What?
they're still moving right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, she goes to bed early for sure. And Randy's right; she had a workout today. I mean, she's not. She does go. She's a gardener. She does landscaping. She does long days. She just started working 10-hour days instead of like 8-hour days, and it's
Holy
hot
cow.
out there. I get it, but she's not used to the being on a boat, moving
Moving
around,
your different muscles and having them boat
fishing
legs.
all day
Yeah.
long.
It's totally
just
different.
It's different. So yeah, she I understand why she's tired. She goes to bed early anyway. So Southern Wild Fin, thanks for coming in, Southern Wild Fin. If you're still here, I know I'm a little behind. I'm about 13 minutes behind on the chat, so I'm gonna try to get through these really quick. I might have to skip a couple just to let you guys know.
Backwoods
I
is in here.
apologize. What's up, man? Cast a nice little channel cast the other night. If you're talking about me and my live stream the other night, then
The
thank
lake
you,
one.
man. For that lake, honestly, the biggest I've ever seen caught out of there is only a 10-pound channel cat. So the ones that were over, the one that was over 7, the one that was almost 7, even the 2 that were 5.5. I mean, to me, they're not little. Like that's to me the biggest I've ever caught is a 10-pound channel cat. So they're nice cats, but I do appreciate that. And then Carl said you guys did some nice fishing day. Molly did great on catches. She hammered it. She actually hammered it, and I will definitely get with you about sending you a hat and maybe some other stuff too, Carl. So I appreciate it. Like Carl's a channel member. He just upgraded his channel membership.
Yep.
So shout out to Chillin', Indiana. If someone wants to share his link, that would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. And thank you for all your support and always being in the live streams and the chats
Yeah,
and
it was
stuff
awesome.
like that.
Thank you for buying the merch off me too, Carl. I really appreciate that. So I'll put that order in.
You got to remind me maybe after the stream, maybe tomorrow or something, to look
Okay.
through your colors and stuff, and
Yep.
I'll let you know what I want. I'll get 1 or 2
Okay.
of your shirts and
Yep.
place an
That'll work.
order.
Cool.
You know, and just take your time, order them whenever.
Yeah, we'll probably do the order in June, like early June, first week or second week of June.
That's when I'll need it because I get burnt, as you can tell. So
Yes.
the more of my skin that I can cover up, the better. If I roast my neck and
Yeah, it
my
was funny
face,
today.
that's fine, and my hands a little bit. But I want the arms covered.
Yes.
Last year I would wear tank tops out there because it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's better, honestly, to just not get burnt.
Yes.
And have that performance gear.
I don't get
Like
burned.
today we were out there and we're sitting there and he come up with the sunrise and smallmouth and I said smallmouth and sunburn because I looked at the back of his neck and then he looked at me and goes, "Your neck's like that too." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." So yeah, we put in the time today in the work. We grinded all day today. So
just a couple of rednecks. Yeah, that's how you know when you got bass thumb. Which
yes.
I don't know if you guys can see, but we got the yeah, you can.
You got like tore up today.
We got the bass thumb, and then also the smallies. The big smallies were just pissed at the world. They'd bite when I was trying to grab them, especially because I had to do mine and Molly's because the hook would be in there, and I tried to take it out. They kept biting my thumb, and then they'd flop all around, and they're tearing the skin off the back of my thumb. And then one of the first fish this morning, I had a hook through his bottom lip, and I went to grab him in the net. The hook stabbed my thumb and cut me all the way down here.
Yeah.
So you know you had a good day when you're sunburnt, you're tired, you're sore,
and your hands look like that. Yeah,
your hands just look torn to heck. So Backwoods Barbarian, what's going on? Dylan Harden, what's going on? Anyone else I didn't say what's up to? Let's see.
Catch bowfin on a super swimmer.
So Still Wild, what's going on, buddy? Just finished editing a new video coming out tomorrow morning. Can't wait. Still Wild puts out some great stuff. If you guys want to share his link, he's a younger guy, but man, he puts out some good stuff. And he's actually entered in our YouTube starter kit giveaway right now. And so is Fish Lair Freshwater. If you guys want to check it out and cast your vote if you haven't, just check out our channels. You'll see what we're talking about. It's one of the last 5-6 videos on both of our channels. So. Yeah,
and definitely, guys, go back and watch the lives that we did the last couple of days because there's some great action, especially Molly's. Your live today with Molly. I mean, I think I did pretty well catching the action, and you'll see those fish jumping,
when Molly would
fighting.
Get a big fish, you got the camera,
you got the net, and we just went at it. Yeah, it was a great system, and we got a lot of great footage. So the lives got a lot of fishing action and a lot of fish jumping and fighting and running under the boat, and we're going nuts on the boat too. So it's just a great time. It's awesome. So go check it out.
Yeah, that'll be the last live on my channel, the actual long one, not the
10-minute one that I screwed up.
He's got some good stuff on his channel too today. If you watch the last live stream on his channel, which was like 45, maybe an hour long, an hour long, go watch that one. We caught some good ones there, and it was awesome. And then watch his from last night too. Not that they're not all good, but those are like if you want to just see the highlights
and the fish.
He caught 3 really nice fish last night.
Yeah, I was pretty fortunate to do that.
Dylan called you Mr. Hoobs. He said, "What up, Mr. Hoobs?" I'm gonna start calling you that from now on.
Mr. Hoobs.
Mr. Hoobs.
Did y'all use any Ned rigs today?
Nope.
What do you say?
Didn't throw any Ned rigs.
No, and someone else asked that, and I actually mentioned it at some point. I had some Ned stuff out there with me, and there's rock bass out there, and we're fishing some rocky areas, and so we thought about throwing Ned rigs, but
it was just too
hard
good
to switch.
Yes,
it's hard to switch baits
when you got fish biting and catch throwing. It's very hard to.
If we were catching nothing but dinks, we might consider changing baits or something like that. Not that maybe Ned rig would have been the way to go, but
it's easier to switch.
We're out there. Molly's average fish was 3 pounds.
Yeah,
my average fish was 2 pounds or more probably. And so we didn't want to switch.
And it was like, why switch when they're working for you? You know what I mean?
And I was trying to get some of those 19 inches that he was getting on the day before.
And I was hoping, but we'll still get on them. We got a lot of time left here.
I think with the weather, with the rain that we had,
we need some stable weather.
I think we did the best we could have today with all that. With everything. So.
It was actually better than expected with the weather we had. So
the super swimmer, John said they catch bowfin on the super swimmer.
Is
that
I have them on the boat that he gave me. Those ones that I was showing today.
Bait?
Yes, bruiser bait.
One of the bruiser baits.
Yep, bruiser baits.
Hobbs looks tired, said IL fishing.
He ain't no sugared up tonight.
Have you ever musky fish from the bank out there deeper?
I usually fish from the boat. I don't fish from musky.
Deeper open water? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna fish out here where we fish bass. We're gonna be fishing totally different area. There's different lines to fish and everything. There's weed edges out there. We're gonna be fishing anywhere from 8 to 15 foot of water, and we're gonna stay in that range. And I have a good pattern out there where we can drift with the wind when we have a west wind. We're gonna go down to one side of the lake and start and just drift all the way to that point that we fished.
Might want to bring
That's all
one
good.
rod out there for drop shot because we're going to be in that area.
And you can just
That's
drop
a good
shot.
drop shot.
20 foot of water, 15 foot of water for drop shot. And I didn't drop shot at all today. And usually I do that because that's another one of my favorite tactics. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't fish today. I was more worried about getting Sunfish King and Molly on the fish today, which was, it worked out great. But I enjoyed just sitting there filming and watching them catch them because I fish here all the time. They don't. So I wanted to spend my time helping them get on the fish. And today we just got fortunate enough to get on.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Don't think that it's just Ted sitting down the whole time not doing any fishing. Me and him in the morning.
We go out and we'll
do it again tomorrow. But I'm very grateful that we had him to do that because he was excellent with I think it was a really good couple live streams.
Yeah.
Ted was on the action. One of us would hook up with a fish. Mm-hmm. He's aiming the camera.
I'm trying to get the fish jumping in the action in the water, get the person in the film, try to get both of them in the film. So I was trying my hardest to be the best that I can.
And also keep up with the chat. Yeah. And then anything that he doesn't get on there, I'm getting on the GoPro. And so if you guys stay tuned, we'll come out with those collab videos and you'll see his perspective of things, my perspective of things, of my catches, his catches, Molly catches. Maybe some funny stuff and some bloopers in there as well. You know, some of I hope that we caught some of the big fish that we missed. It's a shame I wasn't recording because when I got to hook that 4 or whatever, I hooked a massive one right where I caught that 2 pound 13 and it shook off the hook, but I realized I wasn't recording. And so it would have been awesome to get that slow motion and maybe I could have even seen a better look at it. See about how big it was. And so Heritage Farms, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you as always.
Get back on
and make sure that my phone's charging. It is because we're going to need that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to be on. We got a lot of stuff planned still, guys. So just keep an eye out for some more good content, man. I'm excited, looking forward to it. Like I know Molly can do it. Okay, guys, time for me to hit this. All right, Dad. Good night.
Later.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep. Later, Ted Senior, and then Still Wild can't stay long. He's going to bed. So later, buddy.
Yeah, we're getting up in 6 hours.
Yeah, we should probably end around midnight unless things are getting crazy. Either way, I should probably end around midnight.
It's midnight
11
now.
right now. Oh, it's midnight right now. Shoot, I keep looking.
I know. It's 1 hour difference.
He's on Central time. It is midnight here. Dang.
We can go for a while.
We'll go a little bit longer.
Yeah,
I got 11 p.m. on my computer because I'm from Central time, so it didn't change with the time zones. So.
Yeah, it's 11:03 here.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, Tobbs is in Tennessee, so you're back in Central time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look at Springfield or Kansas City, Missouri on a map, and then look at Edinburgh, Pennsylvania on a map. Look how far I traveled just to be up here with MODOG. I went from the center of the country to the top. Right.
That's why we're not sleeping and fishing. That's why we're doing it. We're staying up and trying to grind it out because it don't happen too often where I get to meet up. We wanted to try to meet up last year, but it didn't happen. So this year it's happening, so we're making the best of it. We're trying to use all our time and be fishing.
Did y'all throw any tubes?
Nope.
We literally threw
Senko
topwater stuff, which didn't get any bites, Senko, and I threw the spinnerbait for a little bit. That was about it.
So let me give you an idea of something. I have about 30 rods in that room, and I took 4 out this morning, and I ended up taking 1 out this evening because we were throwing 1 bait. Then that's it.
We're not just completely excluding the fact that we'll throw some other stuff.
We're going to throw some other stuff tomorrow.
I might throw some other baits out there, but if we go out tomorrow morning and we're throwing Senkos and they're not hitting,
we're going to try some
other stuff. I've got a big
Ned
tackle
rigs,
box.
drop shot.
He's got a big tackle box out there.
Any of that craw colored tubish? I have a Bass Pro Tournament series. The puke color is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a house on a river, and smallmouth wouldn't bite anything but a tube. I tried Ned rigs, Senkos, topwater, split baits. They would only bite a tube.
Yeah, we didn't throw any tubes.
Pontoon Jody, thanks for coming in. Do you have tubes? Yep. I'm sure Ted's got a little bit of everything.
He's got every single 3 cases of tubes in there.
Yeah, I didn't bring. I have
those old. What are those? They're like I probably have a bag right here. Let me see.
Randy said you guys did an amazing day with some of the shots you got. And he was obviously just in the live, so I haven't put the stuff
he was
so
watching.
Just talking about you with your camera work out there.
Thanks. I appreciate that, man. I tried to do my best at it, and I think I got some really good footage with live. So there may be some clip cutting from me coming up out of them lives because there's some really good footage in there.
We should
with the
probably do
jumping
some of
and
that
stuff
quick
like
clip.
that.
Whether we add it to
Try
our
it.
videos or just
Or
put it
just
out
make
as little
a
shorts.
highlight video of
I'm
our
gonna make
trip.
a Molly highlight video.
That would
on
be
the big
awesome.
fish she caught.
That
I
would be
need
awesome.
to. I
Yeah.
need to.
That would be really cool.
Dad, do you have these aspirin heads?
Yep. Well, let me see the bottom of them. Yeah, they're the
Like
weedless
little
ones. They have the hair
old
coming
ones,
out. Yeah. Yep.
I shared the link again if anyone else wants.
I don't know why they don't make them anymore.
I got so many different things that I forgot about that's in my boat that I don't even use anymore. I mean, I got so many baits. I got a half a room full of baits, like boxes and things, and my boat is full. And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't use half of my stuff. I just buy it.
I have it because when we need it, it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't like to not have everything. I like to have everything covered. I got tubes, I got frogs, I got top props, I got spinner baits, I got buzz baits. You know, we got everything, all the plastics you could want, Ned rigs, drop shot, you know, everything that we can throw. But today, like I said, when we started out,
Sinkos.
I had a black whopper plopper, I had a red frog, a spro frog, I had a clear chug bug, and I had a Senko rod. And when I left and we come out today, I had one Senko rod in the boat. That was it. And basically, you had one rod you were using just about all day. You switched a little bit to the Texas weedless because Molly was catching them like that. So you switched, and then you didn't. Then you switched back at the end.
Both me and her were catching.
Exactly.
This is a preference thing, honestly.
Yep.
It's like I didn't know if they were going to be hitting Texas or they're going to be hitting the wacky rig.
Because Molly was doing so well with
she
the
was
Texas.
doing well with the Texas, so I switched to that. But in open water, I like the wacky rig, especially with those Senkos, the Gary Yamamoto Senkos. They stink so slow. And I think the action
just wobble.
looks really good with the wacky rig, unless you're going to be fishing a place with a bunch of branches and logs and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
how
you
we're
go-
catching them on is right now. It's the weightless Sinkos.
Yeah.
The black.
And the Senko too sinks better than anything. Like if I make baits and don't put salt in them, they float. So you got to nail weight them or something. The Senko will just has that enough weight and action that just does something to the fish. It just turns them on.
Daniel with Living In and Outdoors is in there.
Hey, what's up,
Appreciate
Daniel?
you coming in like always. And then IL Fishing said I am back.
Cool.
Was it tomorrow? Daniel said he's going up to Millock's
I
Lake.
think he's doing smallmouth tomorrow.
Good luck, man. I hope you get some just as nice as Molly's biggest one. I want to show him that picture one.
Yep.
Here,
And that
here.
I know Living MN, they're doing what is it, Malax? I mean, that's like an awesome fishery.
Yeah, look at this. That's Molly's biggest fish of the day. That's a nice one.
It's a beautiful mark. I can't get over how beautiful the markings are on it. That would be an awesome fish mount, like replica.
Yeah.
With those markings. That's like what I want to get. If I get a 22 or bigger.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like I can't justify spending that money and getting it for her being the size that it was because it was like a 19.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it was like a 5.5 pounder, 6
yeah, the 23-inch
I'd
smallmouth.
probably do that. So
yep.
It was a beautiful fish, and I'm not going to scroll through all of them again, but you can just see as I kind of.
Can I see this screen here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sharing it.
Okay.
And we're not even up there because if we did, it'd be smaller.
You won't see it.
So, because Ted's not used to going from the computer, so I'm showing him a couple things while we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, just look at the variety of the small fish, the big fish. Look at the different colors. Her dark one, her beautifully marked.
Where's that real dark one at that she caught?
That she caught?
Or was that you that caught that real dark one? It might be coming up.
I mean,
she got some
this one was
large
pretty
mouth.
dark, but the one that didn't have any markings on it.
Yeah, it was like pretty dark. That's it right there. Yeah, that's how dark that is.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know this for a fact, but do you see the color of the sky right now? See how it's dark? I don't know if those fish will change colors that quickly, but do they get darker as the sky gets darker and the water's darker? Do you know what I mean?
My fish in my aquarium will get darker if I turn off the light or if I am doing a water change or something. The stress level, they'll change in 10 seconds.
Stress definitely changes a fish's color. I've caught. Let's see if I can find some here. Type in Blue River. I might have to type.
I don't know if that's like a natural camo thing for them that they can they sort of get darker when the sky is grayer and the water's darker. Because when I catch bass in the pads and in the heavy grass, they are dark. But if you go out in the open water and it's sunny out, you'll catch them and they look like cream colored tan almost. So I don't know if that affects them on how quickly they can change colors.
I'm going to show you guys something real quick. So stress is a big one. So long ear sunfish, I caught these when I fish with Show Me Creeks. I catch them in Kansas City. I've caught them in Kansas. I catch them in Springfield. Here's a good picture. You see these colorful fish right here?
Yep.
Mhm.
Really
I
nice.
always
color.
thought they were pumpkin seed.
Pumpkin seed. Here's the difference. I guess that's going to be a totally different thing. But you see these tiny guys. The oh gosh, the state record for these is 5. It just went from 4 to 5 ounces. Tiny little guys. Beautiful colors on them. Everything like that. So a pumpkin seed sunfish, they get a lot bigger. Pumpkin seed sunfish.
Is it the reddier sunfish that get like massive?
Yeah. So have you seen any of those slab ritters I catch in my lake during live?
Off my grandma's. She lives.
See the
on
difference? They're similar looking.
That's a cool color there.
Yeah,
And
they're similar.
our
I think personally think the long ear
reddiers
are a
than
little
like
better
pound.
looking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a long ear right there.
Is that
It's good that
because of
someone
that side on the side?
misidentified it.
Yeah, they're
It's
all
just
pretty.
the difference in markings. Like that's not a pumpkin seed, even though that's what they're calling it.
Mhm.
The pumpkin seeds have these orange spots all over them.
That's
They're a little less colorful all over, but have the same markings on the face. And they clearly have a white border to their dark gill operculum right there, the gill flap, with a little red spot on it.
really okay.
The long ears have, if I go back, they have like an all white. Sometimes they have a little bit of red, but that's more like from the body. These are still pumpkin seed.
Mhm.
Goodness. They have an all white border. See?
Gotcha.
And it's a little longer.
And what is that one?
Longer. These are all long ears.
Long ears. Okay.
Yeah. And so what I was going to say was, I remember catching these, especially me and Show Me Creeks were hammering them, and they were really colorful, kind of like these guys right here.
Mm-hmm.
You catch them out of the water. I think that's a female on the right and a male on the left. I'm almost positive. And while you would catch them, and before you could take a picture,
they would darken up.
They would lose their color and go paler because they're stressed.
No way.
You'd pull them out and they're beautiful.
So they can change that quick.
And because they're stressed out, and they would turn pale in your hand. If you didn't get a picture quick enough, they lose half their color.
Really?
So it was really cool to like the color they are in the water.
Yeah.
Which obviously is skewed a little because of the water.
Yeah.
But the color they are in the water, then the color they are when you first catch them, then the color they are 30 to 60 seconds later is just
makes sense
so quickly how they change color. Like
because we had a lot of color differentials in our basket today. You know,
but like people misidentify sunfish all the time, and I don't blame them. They're not. A lot of states they're not even game fish. In Missouri they're not game fish, but that's a red breast. That's not even a long ear right there.
Mm-hmm.
But a red ear, like you were talking about, and they hybridize with bluegills as well. But you'll see me doing some fishing live, especially now that I got my phone lives figured out. Coming up soon from my parents' lake across the street, where I'll catch a ton of these red ear, and they'll be 15, 16 ounces. They'll be
that's what those are the ones that I catch them at my cast net all the time.
I know, and fishing with Big Mike is in Tennessee as well. He fishes the Tennessee River and stuff like that, and he catches those out there.
Really?
People call them shell crackers or
everything in the Tennessee's big. Catfish, bass, bluegill, crappie. It's all big.
That's awesome.
We got a $1.99 super sticker from Missouri Outlaw Randy. If anybody wants to share that link, that'd be great. But thank you so much. Appreciate it. Obviously, you know where that's going to go. I got the whole situation I've got going on with my dog right now, who we don't know if he's going to make it or not. He's at the animal hospital bleeding out because of some freaking dog food. So I'm not going to get into the whole story and everything on here. It's just going to make me upset. But it's sad. I've got all my dogs sick right now. I guess one of them seems like she's doing okay. Mm-hmm. But the other 3 dogs are all ranging from thrown up and internally bleeding out of different body parts and stuff like that, all the way to one dog that was unresponsive, just bleeding out. And now he's like, my mom went and visited him. He's like picking his head up and he sees her and he knows who she is and everything, but he's got a feeding tube and all those levels of everything. He's got bacteria spread.
Hopefully something happens and it just changes for him.
I don't know what it would take. I don't know what the chances are. It went from a 50% chance to, I'm pretty sure, lower at this point, but I don't know. And so it's a mess.
I have to go actually let my dog out, so I'm gonna hop off here.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you coming in.
Out. Thank you.
Thanks, Hobbs.
Later. Yeah, he wasn't all on a sugar rush tonight. He was like a normal kid. You see the difference between Hobbs and here talking about
when he's
fishing,
not all sugared up,
when he's busting out dead bass and going crazy.
I want to mail you a frozen dead bass.
He pulled out a chainsaw on one of my live streams, and I took him off the screen.
Really?
I was like, that's gonna be. I don't want to get my channel shut down.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you're gonna do. With that. I'm sure he wasn't gonna start it up and do something dumb.
But it was just the idea.
But I was like, a kid with a chainsaw on my live stream. I was like, no, we're taking it out. She's crazy.
He said don't bass fire. Yeah, they can fire up, but they can also shut down really just
I was
as
going to
quick.
have you answer that one because it's like a yes and no type
Yeah,
of
it's
thing.
like.
And it's also always like a lot of times before bad weather comes
Yes.
in because of the pressure.
Yes,
Pressure.
they change and they'll feed before the weather because they don't know how long the weather's going to be there. So they'll feed right before it. But if there's weather that's prolonged and going on for a while or hours or days at a time, right after that and it settles down, the thing is the stable weather. Like here, we're cold in the morning, we're hot in the afternoon, we're raining, we're sunny, we're cloudy. So there's no stable weather right now. So today was definitely a good day for the conditions. Normally they would shut down because they don't know which way to go because the water temperature's changing. I mean, we got up this morning, it was what, 60 degrees?
Yeah, 60 degrees felt like 52 probably.
Yeah, and then this evening we were in shorts and short sleeves, like 80, 82 degrees. So that big temperature differential, and then you have the rain, you have the wind, it changes the temperatures of the water. The sun is on, the sun's off. So the fish don't know what to do right now. So I do believe that they're moving up on their beds. They're starting to, because the way they were hitting today, they were like mad at the baits coming into them. They weren't like feeding. Now this evening they were feeding, but in the morning, like the afternoon, they were trying to get rid of whatever was near them. So they were smashing it. Like Molly was getting tore up and they were digging. They were mad. Yeah, they were like mad at the world when they were hitting.
Yeah, one of the fish Molly caught, I think it was the 3-3, but it could have been the 3-8. Yeah. But I'm sitting there with the net, and I don't want her to lose it because I had lost a couple fish. She had lost a couple fish. You know, it happens. And there was just no appropriate time to stick the net in and try to catch the fish where it wouldn't have probably made the fish come off or busted.
Or you could have knocked it into the hook and just got it snagged and it gets off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this fish, it would come up near the surface and it would just dig.
Yeah.
It would just dig. And she's peeling. Her drag was set.
I think it was perfect. Yeah.
It was just peeling, dragging, digging. And this is a fish that's not even quite 4 pounds.
Yeah.
But man,
they fight way better.
I think a 4-pound smallie probably fights like a 7-pound largemouth if I were to guess. And I've never.
And the fight is different because when you have a 7-pound largemouth on, it's like bringing in a bowling ball. You'll get the head shakes and the pulling, but it's a slow fight. With the smallmouth, it's just frantic and it's going left and right under the boat, jumping up in the air. Largemouth don't jump as much as a smallmouth when they got something in their mouth. A smallmouth, like if you see the lives today, a lot of the fish that we caught went aerial. They went airborne, every one of them. The smaller ones, because you're pulling them up, so you're probably helping them. But a lot of the bigger chunks were coming out of the water 2-3 foot. It was awesome.
So, yeah, Randy said they went through something similar. Their dog ate a corn cob. That sounds like a mess.
Yeah.
So hopefully that wasn't any time recently. And hopefully that ended well.
Yeah.
Hopefully it didn't end up tragic or anything like that. Hopefully your dog got better. I don't know when that was, but
thanks for the motto.
And Carl went to bed. I appreciate you chilling, Indiana. Thank you so much for being in here.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. Appreciate you, buddy.
Always. I'm gonna get his link shared. He's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Chillin'. It was Chillin', Indiana. It was Chill, Indiana.
Chillin'. Was it Chill,
Indiana?
Then
it was Chillin', and now it's Chillin' in.
Chillin'.
He keeps adding more
Indiana.
It went from Chill, Indiana
to Chillin'.
Chill in Indiana. Now it's Chillin' in Indiana. He keeps changing his name. Chillin' in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, this is just a video called Chillin' in Indiana. There you go. Chillin' Indiana. No, it's Chillin' Indiana now. So
it don't have the in.
Okay,
he put the in over to the chill.
But he put Carl,
But he put Carl at the end of it.
Chillin', Indiana. So he's got 2 videos on there. One with the
and he just started making content. So
he got 73.
But he's been a supporter for me for a long time.
That's how you know he's a good supporter dude because he's got 73 subscribers with only 2 videos.
Yeah.
He's always been helping everybody out. Here is, I'm just gonna call him Chill, but it's Carl Hill. That's why he goes by Chill. You getting tired?
A little bit. He kept me up. King kept me up all day running. Like you don't know about this guy, but he just goes and goes and goes.
You guys, they can probably tell about my lives.
Yeah,
do it.
Well, you just imagine a live, but it's just a lot. We're out there on the water. I mean, we're just going all day. I mean, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong.
I get fired up about fishing. I know he does too.
Yeah,
but we'll come back here. Him and Molly.
I sit down and
like
he won't
Molly,
even sit down.
They want to get a drink. They want to sit down in a chair.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, we'll get back and relax.
Yeah, he's
I'm
pacing around.
Circles in here, and I'm like, you guys ready to go back out? I'm not trying to rush anyone.
Yeah. So, but it was a good day all in all. It was a great day, actually. Good night off the hook. Sunfish King getting up early.
You had it for 12 years. So can you? I don't know if you can show your phone on the thing. I don't know if it'll be too bright or whatever.
Okay.
But do you think you could try to show him real quick how to share somebody's link? Like if you could just.
Oh, just
I don't
like
know
a boom.
if you get up and walk over
Yep,
there to where you're on the other side of that thing.
I'm gonna have the chat up right now, guys.
Show him how to share his own link, or someone else's. But
can you see it on here?
Pick it up a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So say chill in Indiana. So on your phone, you have the chat up.
If you're a moderator, this works.
If you're a moderator. So what I do is I go and I hit the logo, and it says go to channel. So you go to channel, go up in the top corner here, the 3 dots. You hit those dots. You hit share, copy link, and then you come back to the live, and then in the chat, I'll just put chill.
Yeah, it helps to put the person's name so everyone knows whose link it is.
So you know who it is.
Someone like Ted, it'll say off the hook 99 in the link, but a lot of people's doesn't. It's just a bunch of random letters and numbers.
Yep. So then I put chill, and then I hit paste. It comes up on the chat. You hit the arrow, and it shared the link. So it's very, very simple. Hit the
and we
logo.
can show you that again slower sometime if you need that. But basically,
here I'll do it again.
Do it one more time.
I'll do Missouri. I'll do Missouri.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. So I hit your logo. I go to
Can
channel.
you tilt it just a tiny bit towards you?
Like that?
I think that's fine.
Okay. Go up in the top corner, hit the dots, come down here, hit share, hit copy link, get back in the chat, put on Missouri. Hit the paste it, and hit the arrow, and you're in the chat.
Yep.
That's simple.
And you can do that with anybody whose link you want to share. So you can do it just because you know you got a friend in here and you want to share the link, or you see a new person come in, you want to share the link, or if I'm like, can someone please share this guy's link?
Yes, or you can hit the logo, and they give you an option. Say somebody comes on and says something inappropriate. You can hit that logo and go in, and you can time them out. You can block them as a moderator.
And my moderators, I know they don't abuse that. Like, if someone comes in and drops an F-bomb, we're a family-friendly channel.
You sort of give them a warning, or you get rid of them.
If it's F-bombs, they're gone. If someone
F-bomb.
keeps cussing over and over, but it's not like F-bombs,
you're
not cussing directly
you give
to
them
someone and being mean, you can give them a warning. I'll probably give them a warning, but if I say someone block them, just block them. But F-bombs, you're gone.
Yeah.
Obviously, any racial slurs or anyone just being
any inappropriate, and everybody knows what an inappropriate. Yeah.
There was one earlier that might seem questionable to some people, but someone came in and their name was like, it was the one Daniel took care of. It was the supplier.
The supplier.
And they said, is anyone interested?
Yeah.
And to me, one, I don't know what they're talking about. Two, it sounds like some weird person trying to sell drugs or something like that. Daniel was just like,
or something. Yeah, something was coming out of that. Like if somebody would have answered that question, it probably would have
looked like he was going to set it up for. So Daniel's just like, we're nothing can come out of it.
And you appreciate that as a moderator. You do that for who you're modding for, and it helps out the channel a lot.
It looks like Randy tried, but he just typed in chili.
Yeah, chili.
I'm not laughing at you. I just thought it was funny.
So you had chili today for dinner?
I think he's trying to share chills out. He probably just didn't get the paste.
Yeah, you got to paste it on there. But just hit the logo. You go to their channel. You go up in the top right corner, hit the 3 dots. It'll say share. Hit the share button. Then you copy it. And then after you copy it, you just go back into the chat, write down the name of the channel, and then hit paste, and then you're good to go.
Let me see. It's Missouri Outlaw space. Okay. Let's get rid of the space here. Space Randy. I'm going to show you your link right now. Missouri Outlaw, 8 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get your link shared, and then I should probably share just for anyone who's in here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
there you go.
You just shared it. There you go.
He shared it, but he did not put a name in front of it, though.
It looks like he tried to put chill at the end. You should see if that works.
What?
I don't think it's going to work because it has chill attached.
It's attached. You have to be spaced off.
We're not trying to make it confusing. You almost got it down.
Yep.
So if you do the same thing and just
space the chill.
Put that chill so it's not in there because I doubt that link will work the way that it is.
Or you go chill first because then you see who it is.
It puts an automatic space too if you do it that way.
Yeah, you do the chill and then you copy the link after it and you should be good. But you're learning.
Yep. And then here's White Shoulder, Boar Goats, and Farmstead. I always thought it was white shoulder boar. It was like the animal.
Yeah, like a BOAR.
Yeah,
Not BOER.
type of goat, I guess. White shoulder boar goat.
Boar goat, yeah.
They're out there milking goats and stuff. It's pretty crazy. And that's in Missouri. I forget where you said you were in Missouri. Northern Missouri.
And then I guess the white, is that his wife?
That's
White shoulders boar goats.
That is Randy's wife. He said her name earlier. I forget what it is though.
Okay.
But she said good night.
Okay.
Remember? White shoulder. I may not find it.
Night
Night Shannon. I think his wife. I think his name's Shannon. 'Cause I don't know anyone else in there who's named Shannon.
Okay.
She said good night, and he said good night, Shannon.
Yeah. Okay. Shannon. Okay.
So yeah, Randy and Shannon are great people.
Cool.
Forgive me if that's not her name, but that's how I interpreted that. So if you guys want to, you can share it out. I don't think we're gonna be live too much longer. I think the best thing for us would be to go to bed, get some sleep within the next few minutes or so.
Yep, and get up and do it all over again.
I mean, I'd get up, I guess 5:45.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wake Carly up and everything?
Yep. Yep. And so she wants to go. We'll see. I'm thinking she's gonna want to go. She's pretty excited.
I think I'll set my alarm for either 5:40 or 5:40.
Yeah, I'll
probably
take
5:40.
I'll take 2 rods for her. I'll take her a Senko rod, and I'll take her another rod that she can play with if she wants another bait.
There you go, Randy. You got it. Living. There's Living Outdoors. You said Living and typed in the.
There you go.
As you can see, that one that you shared right there, it has Living Outdoors in the link.
Yeah.
So people already know that
that's their custom link after the 100 subscribers.
The way you did it's perfect, but some people like
one line,
like Shannon there. You don't see it doesn't say white shoulder in there, so that's why that's why I typed in white shoulder beforehand. So there you go. Finally got it figured out. You're right, Shannon. Okay. Dixie's in Pennsylvania right now. So are we.
What's that?
Dixie's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, cool.
He's all over the place. So
First from PA.
He's a trucker and he's all over the state or whatever. So
okay.
Appreciate you, Dixie.
Does Dixie know JJ Jones? Because JJ Jones is a trucker also, so I don't know if they know each other or not.
There's a lot of truckers out there. You know what I saw that was nuts though? Me and Molly were behind a truck driving, and it said whatever, some type of trucker, which is like not the ocean to ocean, like coast to coast.
Okay.
It was like $90,000 a year, which I was like, dang, just to drive.
Wow.
Obviously, it probably makes it hard to see family.
You
gotta be special.
Yeah, if you're like single or something like that. Yeah.
But it said ocean to ocean driver, so like you'll go all the way across.
Yeah.
$190,000 a year. That's $200,000 a year almost to drive a truck.
Yes.
And I'm not saying I'm not putting down truckers at all. Extremely important. I'm not saying like, oh, it's an easy job just to drive a truck. But that's a lot of good living to make.
Yep.
And I'm saying drive a truck as in like you don't have to go to college for
190,000 is a good chunk
12
of change.
years or whatever. You know,
you do need your CDL and stuff like that.
PhD in biology. Like if I went to school another 6 years after next year and got a PhD, I would never make 190,000.
Yep.
So that's good money.
Yeah.
CDL.
But it's tough for a trucker. You know, you're on the road all the time, especially if you're going ocean to ocean. Because you're on the road a lot, you know what I mean? So somebody for I'm sure there's truckers out there that make it work with their families, and that's fine.
Yeah, Dixie said no, but I don't think he knows.
Oh, he don't know JJ.
Brookville, PA. Do you know where that is at all? No. So you're from Pittsburgh area?
Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, PA.
From Pittsburgh. Yep. We're in Edinburgh area right now.
Yep. We're north. We're a half hour away from Lake Erie.
My mom said I try to get around to subscribing to everyone.
That's awesome.
If I had that hat, I'd put it on right now. I thought about bringing that too.
Some old man's in here. Yeah, I didn't know if
you did. Man, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Always appreciate you coming in, buddy.
Yeah, he's been following us all day. He's been on all day.
Trying to keep up with
a lot of these people in here. Again. Yeah, a lot of people in here have been here all day.
Shout out to everyone who's in here. We're down to just 5 in here now. But we appreciate each and every person.
Yeah, we've seen everybody.
I've heard people complain. I won't name names actually, but I've heard people complain. They're like, "Oh, I've only got 15 people. I've only got 10 people in the chat."
Yeah.
It's like, I get that you want more, but look, if you go to the live right now, look how many people are live. Yeah. And on top of that, it's like
and the timing too. How
it looks like you're not appreciative as much of the people that's in there when you complain about that stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you got 5 people who are giving their time,
just be happy, and that's what you put your attention to.
Just be happy you have some people.
Yep.
You know, if you have 100, if I have 100 people there, I'm happy. If I have 2 people hanging out, like there was times when I was fishing overnight the other night that Randy was the only person in there. Randy and one other girl were the only people in there, and I didn't stop the stream.
No,
I wanted to be out there fishing.
Yeah, because
if I was alone, I probably would have stopped it because I don't want to sit out there for 7 hours alone with no one to talk.
But if there's someone there that's interested in and they're
Yeah.
nice enough to come into your life, then you entertain them.
So Randy didn't stay all night, but he stayed a lot of the night.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I gotta get up in a couple hours." So I was like, "Go to bed." But
Yeah.
I really appreciate you being
yeah.
there because I was getting eaten by bugs. I was outside. It started to get cold. The rain was about to start coming in.
Yep. And I really appreciate people coming into my lives because you don't have to come in. You can easily click another live or knock it on.
Your time is
so it's your time.
Resource.
You're giving your time to me. I really, really appreciate that. So, and I'll always appreciate that. And I appreciate the community and everybody that supports. We support everybody so good here. It's a lot of people step up and do things that they don't have to do. And I really respect that. And I really love our community.
I understand that's how it's classified as, but I think me and Dixie are probably on the same page. I would disagree that the trucking should be classified as an unskilled.
Yeah, I disagree with that too.
For a lot of reasons, but the two main reasons is one, look at how many terrible drivers are out there on the road.
Yes, your life's on the line.
Yeah,
with the truck.
and you're not half the people. I'd say about 70% of people in the world would probably never in their life want to get behind an 18-wheel and drive that around.
Yep.
That's a lot of pressure. I've driven some big trucks, but I don't have a CDL. So I've driven 30-foot-long flatbeds and stake bed trucks back when I was a driver.
Yep.
I delivered parts and I drove for an RV.
And they still had to go to school to get the CDL. They had to do something to get that.
Yeah.
So
program.
why would it be unskilled? You had to be skilled at something to
get
the
other part is you literally, if you are a driver, 18-wheeler, think about how many lives you're responsible for. Every time you're out there driving, you've got to be aware of what's going on. Those people are driving long hours and they could be falling asleep.
Their life's on the line. The percentage of them getting into a wreck is higher.
And they're also responsible for every single person around them because that's a big vehicle.
And
if you crash into someone with a small car, you can kill someone. But if you crash into someone with an 18-wheeler, the chance. So I don't think that should be an
I don't agree with that. I think it should be a skilled labor. And just think of what you're shipping in the truck. People are needing that stuff, so you're helping other people out in that way also. You're giving something to somebody that they need. Like there's groceries, there's medicines, there's fuel, there's all this stuff that the people need in the world, and you're part of that, getting it to other places. So you're making the world basically go round by delivering materials and goods to them.
Yep.
So
it's crazy. We've got like a shipping shortage, and we've got a shortage in materials and everything going on right now. On the way from here or the way from Missouri to here, I think more vehicles on the road were 18-wheelers than normal cars.
Probably.
And a lot going through Illinois, going through Indiana. Most of there were times where we'd get in traffic and you couldn't see how far the traffic went because everything was an 18-wheeler. It's just giant rectangle trailers. And so there'd be like 75% of the cars out there on some of those highways, especially there's I-70 going through. Yeah. It's almost all trucks.
Yep.
People don't think about how important trucks are unless they do it or unless they directly get their materials from.
And obviously they don't appreciate it because when like the truckers weren't delivering things, the whole world will stop. Right. You can't do nothing without it. So
just think about it.
Definitely an important thing.
All the food people eat, all the materials people get, the materials companies use to make and produce their materials, all get delivered by trucks. Richard said it took him over 16 hours to upload today's video. I have that issue sometimes.
Yeah, every once in a while, if I do it late at night, it seems like it stops and freezes on me till like the next day, midday.
What do you film on and with? So I film with the GoPro, and I typically do 4K. Today I was just doing 1080. I was like, it'll be easier. But I do 4K, and that takes a lot longer because it's a lot more.
It's more info. Yep.
But let's say I'm done editing, and I don't know what you mean by the upload process, if you're including the exporting or whatever from your editing software. But me exporting something, let's say it's a 20-minute video, it might take me an hour or more to export that. Not always, but it may. And then on top of that, once I hit upload on YouTube, I hit upload before I go in and I do
your description and
description. So it's already doing it.
So as it's going, you're doing this. And now I've had some go where it's done before I was done with my title at certain times of the day.
I don't ever have that, but I've seen Joel from Fat Basses sent me a video because I told him how long it takes me. And he's like, I bet you're jealous, Sunfish King. He hits upload and you just watch it. Done. Yeah. It was like a minute.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I'll start it and it'll say 2.5 hours. And sometimes it says 2.5 hours and it takes 4.
Yep. It'll keep going.
That's standard definition.
Yeah. And then you got to wait to get the HD version.
I want to schedule it, but I'm not. I put
you want the HD to be
private, and the next morning it's still not full HD.
Yep.
So I've had times where it's taken me over 16
And I learned that from you because I was uploading it and not HD. I was uploading it like public. And then I was wondering, I'm watching it because as soon as it come on, I'd watch it. I'm like, this is grainy, it's cloudy, but now I look and I see it's processing in HD.
Right.
So now
you
I
wanna
do
leave
it
that
unlisted.
Even if you
until
want to
it's
get that out, it
processed. Yeah.
sucks. You want to get that video
Yeah,
out.
but you want to get the best quality.
That's
you
why
can.
when me and Ted, that's another thing a lot of people don't think about. When me and Ted are doing these updates for our YouTube starter kit.
Yeah.
If we're going to come out with it Friday, we've got to film that thing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because we have to not only make sure that it's
we're on the same
uploaded
page.
and we're on the same page. We have to make sure that we have to go back and we want to watch it in its full quality and make sure it looks good.
Yes.
So we don't have to go back and change anything.
Yep.
And give ourselves plenty of time to do that. Now, Richard said, I think that, let's see.
Right there.
It took me over. He said, I think my computer is a big part of the problem. And it could be. I think the computer has a potential to be at least a third of the problem. So it's a three-way issue. So you've got, if your computer doesn't have, I have an 8 gigabyte RAM computer. I think it was 16 gigabyte RAM. So that's going to affect your editing a little bit more. Do you think
internet connection does too?
Exactly. I think your computer is a big part of it. I think your internet connection is the second third of it. And then I think it all has to do with what did you film it on? How did you film it? If it's a 720p that you filmed on your phone,
it's less.
It's going to be a lot quicker.
Yes.
If it's 4 or 5K,
yeah,
that's going to take forever. The difference between 1080p and 4K is insane.
Yeah.
You do 1080 now?
I do. I know. I do 4K online,
and Joe does everything in 1080.
Yes.
And I'm honestly tempted. I want to upload one of my videos
on 1080
unlisted.
Yeah.
And then I want to upload the same video unlisted
and see the difference.
4K. I want to see if I can physically. I want someone to click one for me and have me not
like
see
both of them,
and then click the next one and have me not
see which one is which.
See if I can actually guess which one. Because if I can't tell, I'm gonna stop doing 4K. It looks cool to have that little.
I like 4K. The 4K on there. Yeah, that's what I do.
And on most people's TVs, most people don't have 4K.
Don't have
TVs,
so you're not going to see it.
I've got a friend who's got a $1,200 TV or more, and he's got a 4K TV. And he sent me a message that he goes, "Man, I didn't know you filmed your YouTube videos in 4K. I guess he was checking out my videos."
So it looked good on that.
He said it looked amazing.
Yeah.
But
you have to have a good TV.
I mean, maybe 5 years from now,
when everybody has a 4K,
yeah, maybe. But I think those are the three parts of it.
I do believe, though, I strongly believe that it's timing too. When most of the people are uploading on YouTube,
that's another.
If you can time it to because it seems like me when I do a late upload, it takes forever. Yeah. But if I do it at a certain time during the day, like early morning or like sometime at like noon or 1, it goes a lot faster for me.
Also, think about me who shares Wi-Fi with the other people in my apartment building.
Yes.
If we're all
the connection.
Think about it. If I do it in the middle, most of the people in my apartment building are college kids.
Mm-hmm.
If I do it in the middle of the day, a lot of them are probably in class.
They're not online.
It'd be good. If I do it at night,
when everybody's
they're
online,
all streaming YouTube and they're streaming Netflix, they're watching stuff. And
I believe
playing games. It's going to be that much slower.
Yep.
Think about if you are like you. What if Theo's playing an online game on his PlayStation? You're and Carly's watching something.
Yeah, because you don't close it out, you leave it running.
Everyone's got these things going that are drawing from that,
and it takes away from the speed of your stuff. I believe that.
I noticed the difference when I lived with my parents and I lived with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
If I would try to upload a video and no one was doing anything, it'd be fine. If I'm trying to upload a video and my brother was playing his computer game online,
every once in a while you get to spin on it,
and my mom was watching something streaming at the same time, it would be so much slower. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of factors.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors.
I didn't say that to try to confuse you more, which I probably did. But there's a ton of factors, and your computer could be a big part of the problem, and it may very well be. I don't know what computer you have, but there's all those parts of
factors.
Yep. So Randy's been a driver for 37 years on his own. Yeah, I get that. I get that, Dixie said drivers nowadays don't think like that. How are you talking about?
Yep.
4 million miles.
I watched every last drive.
See. I watched every last one drive 65 miles per hour through 55 mile per hour construction zones on I-80, especially through Wilkes Barre today. Because, well, I guess it is. I was going to say most don't most get paid by the mile.
I don't know
Isn't
if
that
it's
how it
like a
works?
timing thing, or I
Yeah,
thought it was
maybe you
mileage.
get paid by the mile, but then there's
If
also
you go
like,
in
have to
early,
be by
you
a
might get
certain
some bonus
time.
or
Yeah,
something like
I'm
that.
not sure exactly how all the companies
Mhm.
pay and how all that works, but I would imagine there's some incentive
There has to be
to be quick.
to be there on
Because
like
if you
before.
drive the same amount of miles but you're taking forever,
Mhm.
they're probably going to get upset with you. So I'm assuming they're telling them faster.
Yeah, or if you're delivering one load a day as opposed to 2 or 3 loads a day, it's like you might get more money for the more deliveries you do. You know what I mean?
Yep. And what else was I going to say?
Same here. That was just up to YouTube.
So it's he just saying that he wasn't, not the exporting part, just the actual uploading.
Yep. I think that's what he meant.
Dixie, I know I'm hopping around comments, but the other thing that reminds me of that is like FedEx and UPS. You see how those people drive?
Oh yeah,
They
wicked.
whip around. They'll pull right in front of you. They're just trying to get to the next place. They don't care. And I'm like, I wonder how many of those UPS people.
I know they get
bad
watched.
reps
I know
all
they
the
get
time.
watched by UPS because in our school district they have to be really cool. And there was this UPS driver flying through our school, and the cameras caught it. And there was a UPS monitor there the next day to try to find out what's going on.
Let's see. I've noticed that too. Ted does his stuff on his phone. He has an iPhone, and if I do a YouTube short, I do it on my phone.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm doing stuff on my computer. And I've done YouTube shorts through my computer, and I've done YouTube shorts on my phone. It's so much faster on my phone. It is. I do agree with that. When I upload something from my phone, it's a lot quicker. But my normal videos, I've never uploaded a non-short video on my phone. And I know that's the way you do it. It's probably way quicker.
Yeah, I do that, and like I can do like a 14-minute video, but I got to make sure that all my stuff on here is I have enough space to do it.
That's what I'm worried about. Is if you're going to spend all this money and start doing some stuff on your computer, you might like the way that it all works better. You may not, but I'm worried that you might get upset for things like, oh, all of a sudden it takes you a lot longer to upload.
I got you. I got you.
So.
Yeah. I'll see, but I do want to get a computer because
I wish we
for
lived
live
closer,
streaming,
or maybe I can set up my phone on a tripod and I can show you.
We're doing it.
When I'm the end of an editing process, I'll show you a little bit of my editing. I'll show you me uploading.
Because you do checks on your thing too on a computer, right? Like a YouTube check. I can't do it. I just wait till it says
you upload it and see if you get your copyright claim.
And when I do it unlisted, I'll look and it'll say copyright claim, and then I go in, it'll say music, and I go, okay, take that music out and put something else in. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. So there is some spots that is a lot longer for me than it would be for you. You know what I mean?
Go to bed, YouTube, big day tomorrow. But we are doing a bunch. Tomorrow is a big day. Yeah, we'll go to bed here in a bit. I appreciate you guys hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're getting up at 5:45 to fish, get some dang shot out. Yeah, especially because the fact that it's 1 here.
Yeah, it's 12:43 right now.
Here pretty soon.
Yeah. Fishing with MODOG.
Oh, dang. He's got 12 gig of RAM.
Yeah.
I mean, I would recommend 16, but 12 is better.
Better than 8.
I have 8.
Yeah. And that's why I think there's a lot more factors involved in your computer.
Because your RAM is more going to directly affect your editing process. Okay. So let's say you're trying to edit a video in your normal full quality. Yeah. 8 gigabytes, it's going to pause, it's going to freeze. You're going to try to pause something to take a quick
and it's going to skip
out of it.
Yeah.
And it's going to go 10 seconds past.
Yeah.
And so that's what I have. I have to edit stuff in either 1/2 or 1/4 quality of
so you
the
get
actual
the speed.
video.
So you got the right speed.
So when I'm editing my video, it looks great. It's 1/4 of the quality. So let's say instead of 4K, it's 1K.
1K, and it's down to that, and so you can stop it where you want it and put your cuts and your transitions in. Yeah. Because if you don't, it'll go past
4K
that.
and I want to see how it actually looks.
I see. Yeah.
I mean,
MODOG's in here.
Appreciate you coming to MODOG. He said, "Aren't you too tired?"
Yeah.
Ted probably is.
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we're gonna go to bed here soon.
But the excitement too keeps you going too. Like you're excited that you're here and you're fishing and you got 2 more days of it, so it's exciting. We do have a big day tomorrow. We're going up to freezer bounds and stuff, so we got a long day tomorrow too. So I'll be going to bed here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I hope not, Dixie. But I know what you mean. Let's see. 2.7 gigahertz processor. What does mine have? I don't know. Mine's a Core i7 10th gen. I don't know what the gigahertz on the processor is, but I think there's a lot more to it than just the computer.
Yeah, I think it's internet. It's how many people are on YouTube downloading stuff like that. Because I mean, YouTube has to have a monster computer to do all that. You know what I mean? Like because it ain't somebody sitting there editing it. It's a computer system that's doing it. So if you got 12 billion people uploading YouTube content and it's all at once and it hits it, it overloads it, I think it takes longer to get to. So that's why I believe there's a lot of factors involved, not just your memory on your computer, it's the timing and all that stuff.
I will let you guys know. I know MODOG just came in. We'll probably end in the next couple minutes because if we don't set a time like that, we'll get talking about something. We'll be live another 30 minutes, which I wouldn't mind, but we got to get up and let's see, it's 12:45. We got to get up in exactly 5 hours.
5 hours.
And I'd like to get, almost 5 hours of sleep. So we should go to bed soon. And second, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people who are trying to sleep in here right now, right? And so we should probably stop ringing bells and yelling and stuff like that. So we'll wrap this thing up in the next couple minutes. So anything you guys want to talk about, any questions about what's coming up the next few days? Sunday will probably be a lot of bass fishing.
Yeah.
If Kieran has a monster, they aren't ending soon. I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna drink another drink of this monster. I'm gonna put it in the fridge just like it is. So we got melatonin. I'm going straight from monster to melatonin. So it's a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's a college
definitely
kid.
Ups and downs.
I'm gonna have a heart attack trying to go straight from monster to something that's supposed to knock you out.
I know something though. We've been eating good.
We've
been eating real
healthy.
Good. No, we've been eating good. We've been eating what we like. It ain't healthy, but I don't recommend doing it.
I'm going straight when I go back home. I'm going straight back to running,
getting healthy again.
Yeah. Yep.
I just wanted to say hi, and it's been really good seeing you two together. Thanks, MODOG. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's exciting.
MODOG's a great dude. Big shout out to MODOG. Not only is he a great supporter, and he's a channel member. He comes into our stuff all the time and says hi, and he's a good dude. He hasn't been on YouTube for too terribly long. I mean, several months now, so he's pretty established in the community and stuff. But he's getting it figured out pretty quick. He does lives. He goes out there and does his fishing and stuff like that. And he's in the Eternal Anglers and stuff like us. So
and he introduced us to the new wacky word.
The MODOG rig.
MODOG rig. We call it the MODOG rig. Look at the live. He's got the MODOG rig.
Started a war he doesn't want to end. He made that video where he goes, "Look, Sunfish King, I'm a multi-species angler."
Yep.
And so MODOG, I'm telling you, it's coming back. I'm making a MODOG short coming up soon, and I hope it makes you laugh. So.
He said, "I'm on a diet too."
Gosh, dang it!
You make a great couple.
I'm on a diet too, a seafood diet. Yeah. No, I'm actually going to try to get back. It might take me 3 weeks to lose the weight that I gained in this trip, but I'm gonna do what I can.
Yeah, just run a couple laps around the track. You'll be good.
All right.
I do want to mention the MODOG though. That Molly was sticking up for you today when I was doing the old MODOG rig and stuff. She was like, "Stop it."
Yeah.
So she was sticking up for you.
You know,
MODOG.
me and Ted.
We give it to each other.
We were roasting MODOG all day.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there to defend himself. I'm just joking. We weren't roasting you all day.
No.
We mentioned something about you. It wasn't even bad. We were talking about that same thing. We talked about the MODOG
bunching up the worm on the hook.
She's trying to defend you and everything. She's like, "Leave MODOG alone."
Yeah. But we give it to each other. Everybody in here, there's certain people that we give it to and we get it from. We don't mean nothing by it. It's all good, friendly.
No, if we're not giving you crap, it's because we don't know you well enough.
Yeah.
I remember when we had Windows 3.0 and 386 SX. It's been a while.
I remember the Oregon Trail playing in school. It was a green screen, and there was little dots, and you made a move with a stick figure, and you fed your family, and you'd move like 2 dots.
Yeah, some of my old videos at the beginning.
He said good.
I uploaded some of my oldest videos in the beginning. They were all picture videos, and I was using Windows Movie Maker.
Wow!
And so you got this. It comes with the computer, and it's just this like pixelated words that you scroll across. And somebody came in there. They look like Oregon Trail.
Yeah. I grew up with Oregon Trail. I remember like 7th grade. We played. It was the best game ever.
Yeah.
And we go in there and play. You got to like feed your family, feed your horses.
Could sit through it for a minute without like this is boring. Because
they need the graphics and all that. Yeah. And the sound and the screaming. Like my son, it's like full contact when you're playing PlayStation.
Yeah. I remember I've seen you doing lives before where you guys tell him to quit.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, what's that sound?
Yep.
Like, he's doing that.
Somebody said, is there somebody getting killed in the background? So I like put the microphone down. I walk in. I'm like, stop it. He's like, okay. I walk out and he does the same exact thing again. I'm like, and then I start getting the heat from the chest up to the neck and up to the ears.
Dude, Randy's got it.
There you go.
Fishing with MODOG. Fishing with MODOG. He's got it down.
Nice.
I'm glad I made you a mod.
On the Radio Shack Tandy TRS-80, I play a Star Trek game. That's funny.
That was 80s. That's crazy.
Yep. That's awesome.
Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I think we're about to wrap it up. Is
Yep.
that fine with you?
Yep.
Thanks for posting the links tonight, Missouri Outlaw. And he's a new moderator. We just made him moderator.
That's
and
awesome.
Ted got up there and schooled him on how to do the
And I
links
made him a
and everything.
moderator in my live.
We got to do that with Ticktolic now because she said she doesn't know how to share.
Okay.
She's been a mod forever. So
Think over
it's
stink.
a little. What's up? Think over stink. Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, Dink.
Hey Dink. That's what my nickname should be. Hold up, Dink.
I didn't want to say hey stink, so I said Dink.
Either one. I appreciate you helping him with that.
Yeah.
Showing him how to share. Like it was a little like bright.
Was it?
I don't know how to stop that though. I'm turning the brightness down, whatever. It's just the way.
I don't know what it's the camera picking up the goofy lights on the phone or something. Because when you're
always
doing
is.
your lives at
Earl
night,
will try to show something. Earl was trying to show what his YouTube studio looks like.
yeah, and what you were doing at
It's
night
so
when you
bright.
were doing live on your phone, when you would put your hand by the phone, it got perfect.
Yeah,
because
and
it was,
someone
like,
said that's just the
reflecting.
light reflecting off, but it can't be. Just
It was like everything
It was
lit up like you were
illuminated.
there. Yeah, it was
I remember
weird.
it was like dark. You couldn't see anything. I put it there, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, it just
daytime.
lit you up like you were there. You know what I mean? So,
Hey,
yeah.
Dink. Richard said it too.
Hey, Dink.
It was the deep graphics. Exactly.
Mhm. Richard saying good night.
Yep. Good night, everyone. I think we're actually about to wrap it. I hate ending it right when MODOG and Minkover Stink come in, but it is about 1 a.m. here, and we're getting up at 5:45 to hit the water again. So let's get out of 4 hours of sleep
Yeah,
or something.
we'll get some sleep in because then we got to do we got an hour and a half drive up to Freezer Bonds tomorrow.
You need my bald head for lighting. It
works for me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty pale. I create my own light.
Has MODOG been filming? Did he start filming again?
He said he was going to.
Or did you start filming again, MODOG?
So yeah, when me and Dan were live together, we were in a dark parking lot, and you can still see Dan perfect on Reef Robbers Live.
Yes,
I was creating light.
Yep,
I was just pale.
The white.
I was just made.
It was like a ring light. Yeah, it was like a ring light.
I'm a human ring.
Human ring
we
light.
can turn the light off right now, and I'd be
You'll glow.
I'm like a candle. Yeah.
That's awesome.
If we run out of power at my apartment, it's fine. I can still see. I just put my hand up and it just lights.
Well, you do have a rechargeable bag on your boat that he just found that out today. We're like looking. He's like, look, it has a USB. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You probably can put a power pack in there.
He did, but his editor's messed up. Well, just put that on an external hard drive or something.
And keep it. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do. I have 90 videos I haven't uploaded yet. I'm a year behind.
Yep. Yeah, definitely keep all that, MODOG.
I'm a year behind. Just, I know it sounds expensive, but buy like a couple like $80, $90 like 2 terabyte.
Yeah, that's what I heard to do too. Yeah.
Put all your stuff on there.
I would like to do that. That way I can make
your editor and mess with that.
Yeah,
later.
I can make like lives.
Your editor's messed up.
Yeah, what is wrong with the editor, MODOG?
Because if it's just the editing software, just use a different editing software. I now have 2 movies to edit and going down one tomorrow. Well, again, I have 90, so you're not gonna. The sob story is not gonna get to me. I know it sucks, but I'm a year behind on editing.
It is what it is.
It's
At least you got all this stuff.
Once I get caught up,
yeah.
If that ever happens,
you're gonna have to spend weeks just editing.
Yeah, but once I get caught up, I'm gonna be so much better now that I did the looping mode.
Yeah.
You know how much faster it'll be to edit?
It's way quicker.
5 or 6 20-minute clips from a
instead
day.
of having 200 minutes to go through. Yeah, or 400 minutes to go through. Yeah, that's going to be
if
a
I catch
game
5
changer.
fish in a day, I should have 5 or 6 clips.
Yeah, and they're going to be like 5 minutes apiece.
If I spent 5 hours to catch those 5 fish, and I was just recording continuously, that's 5 hours to go through, and I got to find where those catches are. So I know there's a way to highlight it, but I don't mess with that. He said thumbs up, so I think we have 19 likes, is what he's saying.
Cool.
Yeah.
I pay for the editor, and they're going to fix it.
Oh my gosh,
cry.
my mom.
Let me tell you about the time he had a mega monster. Mega monster.
Before they had
they had the big cans.
The BFC, it stands for big, you know what can.
Yeah.
I don't think they're allowed to. I think those are banned now.
Are they?
At least in Missouri, I think they're banned.
Yeah, it's probably definitely not a healthy thing to do.
Because, all right,
it's like a gallon.
16-ounce monster, right?
Yeah.
That's probably all anyone needs. This is my 3rd one today, which is not. I guess first one.
Well, this one here is like my 5th, but this is only like the 2nd one I actually drank.
Yeah.
I kept spilling them on the boat.
They spilled every one.
Missouri's saying go to bed.
The 20. We're gonna go to bed in the next like 2 minutes. The next size up is I think 24 ounce, and it has a screw top, which makes sense. You can drink a little bit, you can put it in the fridge.
Yeah, and keep it.
You can drink it the next day, whatever. The BFC just had a pop top.
So once you open it, it's open.
It's like a 40 ounce. It's like a 40 monster.
Like a gallon of
open
caffeine.
There's no screw top. It made no sense. It was just a bad idea overall.
Yeah.
And I think I drank that, and I was I was all hyped up and everything, but I also had too much. So I was like, I'm either gonna cry, throw up, pass out. I don't know what I feel.
It was
like
one of those
something's
jitters.
gonna happen. And I was all hyper. My mom was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I had a mega monster." I was all hyped up. That's what she's talking about.
Cool, MODOG. You going? He said he's leaving. Yeah, I'm out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be up there one day. Yeah, that'll be cool, MODOG. You come up, do some fishing.
He said it's good seeing you mega stars.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. But one of these days I'll come out to Oklahoma. We got to be 5-6 hours away from each other. It can't be that far away. I'll look it up. Hey, let's look it up right now. This is the last thing I'll do. I mean, if someone else types something, I'm not just going to completely ignore it. But I'll find out from Springfield. I think it's got to be closer from Springfield than Kansas City. What the heck? What's everything in the ad? God,
where's it at? Oklahoma.
It's Elgin, Oklahoma. But I'm trying to figure out why is it like
Elgin, Algen.
EL. I just do Google Maps. I don't understand why it won't come up. Oh, because I'm searching in Yahoo and they don't like Google. So, Elgin, Oklahoma, from let's do directions. From Springfield, Missouri. MODOG, I am 5 hours and 24 minutes from here.
Yeah, that's not bad.
If I take the route that has tolls, well, I'm not going to go an extra hour and 20 minutes to avoid tolls. I'll pay the tolls.
I'm only 130 miles away from Oklahoma Road.
Yeah.
You came up all wrong.
Oklahoma Road. But if I go from Kansas City to Elgin, I bet it's another 2 hours. Let's see. I bet it's more like 7 hours. Kansas City, Missouri.
Oklahoma
Then
City.
it becomes 6 hours and 16, so almost another hour.
Yeah.
Almost another hour. So that ain't too bad. And he's down there by Texas. Look at that, how close he is to Texas.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that's him.
Okay.
That's me here. I know you guys can't see the screen. This is Kansas City.
Okay.
This is Springfield.
So you're up further, yeah. Yep.
But this is where my apartment is. You know, it's funny. I guess that's the star. So, but that's the place I fish all the time.
Really?
That spillway. Yeah,
That's
I'll
cool.
have some content coming up from there soon. I would like to go live from there.
It's pretty straight shot to his place from you.
Right there.
Yeah.
Go back to the Springfield one. We'll go back a second. There. It's straight shot.
Yep.
There's some tolls on the road or whatever. But look at this. This is where I came from.
Oh, I know.
Dude.
That's a shot.
You
keep
are
going up
somewhere
towards
around here, right?
We're up here. That's keep going up. What's this one?
We can't be that far away.
Yeah, we're past Meadville, Edinburgh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's where we're at. Lake Erie's right there.
Wow.
Yeah, we're like half hour away from Lake Erie.
Yeah, I'll share the screen so everyone can see what we're doing here. We're gonna end this thing in about a minute, just to let everyone know. I keep saying that, but we're definitely gonna do it this time. I said we're gonna do a short live, and Ted's like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah, I was like,
Sunfish
"Yeah."
King
When do you do a
live.
short live?
Look, I hope you guys can see this. Let's make sure everyone can. Yes. So this Springfield, Missouri. This right here is just from me to MODOG.
Yep.
But Springfield, Missouri is where I'm at right here. That's where my apartment is. When I go up to Kansas City, I'm just south of Kansas City. That's literally my parents' house. There's a picture of my parents' house. That's my brother's car right there. It's my dad's car. I don't know what car that is. That must have been taken a while ago because there's 35 cars there right now. But so this is there's from me and Molly's house. Or my parents' house and Molly's house. But either way, I'm driving 2.5 hours up there. But that's beside the point. If I live in Springfield. I drove from Springfield up there in the morning to pick up Molly. We left from there. I don't know why it's making random stuff on the map, but we left from there and we went all the way on 70 through the entire state of Missouri. We're on the very west side, went through the entire state of Missouri. We went through Illinois. We went through, and that's why when everyone's saying, "What part of Illinois did you go through?" I'm like, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they say the same thing for Indiana. Went through the whole thing. And then we went through, I don't think we were in Cincinnati. We were at Columbus. Yeah, we went straight through the middle of Ohio.
You were on 70?
Entire state of Ohio until about here. And then, what was this?
79 or
77. I think we took 71. So we went up here.
So you cut it across, you know.
Yeah, and then we ended up here in Edinburgh.
Yep.
It took 79 or something.
Yep, 79.
So that is how far. I'm from I don't know why Missouri's Midwest when it's closer to the East Coast. It doesn't really make sense. But like Midwest is all this.
Yep.
Which I don't get. Because you go over to Colorado.
So I'm thinking Midwest is there. You know what I mean?
But Colorado's
From
not considered
Mexico
Midwest.
straight up.
Colorado's considered West.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But you also got to think
How big
these are
is it?
4 states.
Yeah.
These are 4 states right here. You know, same deal. But
We tried to split
we went
it.
from basically the middle of the country, a little bit closer to the East Coast, but basically the middle of the entire country to all the way up here. And this is Canada. Is that the border?
It's Lake Erie and Canada, right where that line
This
is.
is literally the border right
Yes.
here between Canada. It's so crazy how close we are to Canada.
Yeah, we're like right. Oh, you see it right there. Yeah, we're about a half hour away from Erie.
Right.
I used to have a place right in New York.
45 to an hour straight shot from Canada if we were to fly.
Yep. Now, if you go up the hill here, go up this way a little bit, you'll see like Buffalo 90. I had a place. Go zoom in a little bit. Dunkirk, see Westfield. That's where I had my place at right there.
Right
in New
there.
York. Yeah, and there's Lake Chautauqua right there.
You fished that lake?
That's a musky lake.
And you fished Erie as well?
Yep. Erie, Chautauqua, and
How much bigger is this lake than Edinburgh? Is it way bigger?
Huge. And then if you go up here, there's Casadega right there. That's the musky lakes. There's 3 lakes right there.
Yeah.
And they all connect with canals.
Those are little smaller lakes.
Yes, and there's musky in there to go over.
Nice.
It's awesome. That's where I broke in at musky fishing. Those 3 lakes right there.
Up there in
New York. Yep. And we bought a place in Edinburgh.
Everyone leave or they won't stop. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's 8 people in here now.
Yeah, we got more.
I told you this happens. You're trying to leave, more people come in.
It says
Miles kept smile. What's going on? Okay, my friends. Enjoy the fish. We'll ring the bell.
All right, Mo.
Randy.
Here you go.
Cool.
They can't hear. He's on her iPad probably.
Well, Molly was like,
she's
no
out.
soundproofing in this room at all. She's heard us yelling last night.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that door's like a hollow door.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed. We're gonna get up tomorrow.
I'm setting my alarm right now before I forget.
We're gonna be right back at it. We might do a live on the way up to Freezer Bounds. Who knows?
Driving live?
Huh? Driving live.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah.
So let me set my. Where's clock on this phone? This is when you see me do my giveaways, and I'm like 30 seconds until we pick, and I can't find the clock.
Really?
I'm looking at camera, and I go, "Where's the clock at?" I'm doing 5:40, so you can do it 5:40, 5:45, whatever.
All right.
But I'm setting 5:40.
We got Mike Skepta smile. Hi to you, friend.
I meant to take a shower, but that ain't gonna
happen. That ain't gonna happen for me either.
Hi to your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up. I am hundreds of miles away from home, hanging out with Off the Hook Outdoors here. So let me share his link for you if you haven't heard of his channel. It's in the description below. I don't know why it just happened to be right there anyway, but we'll share his link if you want to go check out his channel. But this is my friend Off the Hook Outdoors. We're fishing together. We're going to a rendezvous together tomorrow. We're going to be pumping out live streams and content. It's going to be great. So we hung out all day today. I got my girlfriend with me. She showed us how to fish.
This was day 1 of 3, guys.
She
one
actually
of 3.
put on a clinic today catching bass out there. And so I'm hoping tomorrow and the next day she's hammering them as well. I'm sure she will be. But it's been fun, and we got 2 more days up here. So
yeah, that's awesome.
It's 1 p.m. there, so they must be.
It's 1:03 here.
But it's 1 p.m. I don't know where they're at.
No, I don't know where they're at either. There's 12-hour difference.
It's 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Wait, 1 a.m.?
It's 1 a.m. here. It's 1 p.m. there. So that's 12-hour difference.
Wow. I don't know what country that is, if it's Philippines.
He shared it, so he knows what he's doing.
There you go. Randy's got it. Randy's now he's gonna be showing.
Now he's everything. Yeah, that's awesome. That's
she is the boat boss. Don't forget, she is the boat boss.
She is the boat boss.
All right, guys, we're gonna call.
All right, man. Just keep an eye out for our lives. Freezer Bond tomorrow, and more fishing.
Yep.
Thanks, guys, for coming in. Appreciate you.
Thanks for being in here, and we will catch you on another live soon. We got lives coming out tomorrow.
See ya.
Later.